I was a little under the weather, so let me see if I can still hit these notes real quick. We lie, we lie, we lie, boo, lie. Go and tell them we are live. God damn, I know how to sing. It feels good to be back in the go, yeah. What it do though? Back here with the old fashioned rasslin, let y'all know what's happening. Um, yeah, I know, I know. Yo, Sammy, what the hell? What was you at on Friday? What happened? A lot of shit's been going on. I know. You know what I mean? Life gets in the way sometimes. But then so I was celebrating my lady birthday, chilling with her on Friday and stuff like that. Chilled with her for the whole weekend too. Then after that, like I ended up getting under the weather. I'm still a little under the weather right now, as a matter of fact. I'm not even gonna hold you. As we speak, like I had me some damn soup. My lady made some chicken noodle soup. That shit was bodacious. It was awesome. Tasted very, very good. My palate was very pleased. Blackstar was goody. You can definitely hear that I'm still a little congested, but I'm here though, man. Cause I miss your bums. You did? I miss y'all, man. What's good? I know it's a lot of shit we gotta talk about when it comes to the old fashioned wrestling. A lot of shit going on. Definitely, I'll let her know. I'll let her know. Thanks a lot, Black Star. It wasn't only her birthday. It was also Tove's birthday too, and it was Nate's birthday. So shouts go out to those gentlemen. Happy birthday to the Virgos that's in the council. And what I was gonna do, I was gonna have this dude Tove set off the show. Given the fact that his birthday had passed, I'm gonna have him start off the show, and we start from there. So I'm having him start off the show, and then after that, we will I'll open up the floodgates, and then everybody will pull up, and we will go from there. I didn't label this episode right here because I feel like it doesn't need to be labeled. It doesn't need to be labeled. We just gonna play catch up real quick because so much shit done happened. Like if I was to try to label this shit, it would have been all over the place. It would have been like a long ass title for the video. Yeah, man. It was good, Henny God. It was good, TKO. Let me see what Hope is at. Let me spread the word just in case nobody don't know that I'm live. Give me a second, y'all. Spread the word real quick. Make sure y'all spread the word too, B. Go and tell them. Go and tell them we are live. Okay. Make sure everything. I just want to make sure everybody know. Hold on, wait. Tove just hit me up. He said he's having a little technical difficulties. Damn. I'll hold it down for you, my dude. Hold on, wait. Each turn. All right. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. That's my correspondent right there. That's when it comes to sports, mainly NFL, Black Star, B. So when you want to talk about NFL, baseball, whatever. I don't know if he watches soccer. Hit up my dude, B. He gonna pull up. He gonna pull up after I have Tove talk his shit. You know what I'm saying? Give the birthday boy his flowers. Yeah, you see my Chiefs though, right? Yeah. We lost the last game, but we won this game, motherfucker. Tove, what it do?
Yo, sorry about that. I was having some laptop issues. Looks like it's okay now,
Man,
though.
I know the vibes. Like me and technology never get along.
Yeah, you know how it is
Yeah, man.
sometimes.
Everybody was saying happy birthday, including myself. You know.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
So what'd you do on your birthday before we get into the swing of things? You mind talking about it?
Oh, I chilled. I'm not really a birthday person. I mostly just stay home and chill. I do the crazy stuff like on holidays, like 4th of July, um, Christmas, stuff like that. I got my hair cut earlier last week, and I get this a lot when I was getting my hair cut. There's a friend of mine who is a hairstylist. I know her from like high school and stuff. And
Okay.
I saw her like she was kind of giving a lecture to some of the other people in there, teaching them how to like do hair. And I just made like the off comment where I just said, "You almost make me miss being a student." And one of her students was like, "Really? You look 20?" Because I guess I have like a baby face or whatever. And I was
Okay.
like, "Oh,"
Yeah,
so I was like, "Well, how?"
you don't have no
Right.
facial hair. You don't.
Yeah. So as a joke, I was like, "Well, how old do you think I look?" And they were like, "Oh, you look like you're 20, 21." And then Deidre, that's her name, she was
Yeah.
laughing because we
Right.
go back to high school because we're the same class, so she knows how old I am. I know how old she is, and so
Right.
all the students got together and they're just like, "Oh, 20, 21, like 20, 19, 22." The oldest one person said 23, and I was like, "I'm 35. I turned 36 like the following week." And when I told them I was 35, they were like, "Whoa," like that. And they were
Black
just
don't
like,
crack.
right. And they were just like, "What's the secret? What's your secret?" And I said, "What's the secret?" I said, have cats, watch anime, and don't have kids. That's the secret." Basically. Basically.
What's
So
good, ballet dancer? She called you babyface Toph. Uh-oh. There go your
yeah,
new nickname.
yeah. That's one of the like male hacks. I mean, look, if you can rock it, you can rock it. It's a free country. But one of the things I've noticed as I've gotten older is that like if you don't grow any facial hair, no beard, no goatee, and you just have like a clean cut, like low cut haircut, like you maintain your youth and you can look the same like forever. Like Austin looks the same, Rock looks the same,
Yeah,
Vin
right.
Diesel looks the same.
Well, the Rock and Bro, they got kids. But Stone Cold, he don't got no kids, right?
He's got daughters. Yeah, he's got daughters, but he still looks good though.
Stone Cold got kids.
Yeah, he's got daughters. Yeah.
I thought Stone Cold didn't have any kids.
Yeah, he's got kids. As a matter of fact, that was one of the reasons why he hung it up the first time. Because
Oh, I never knew
yeah,
that.
yeah, he told a story like on his podcast once. It was like right before the Mania match with The Rock. He had I think like his ex-wife at that point, because he was with Deborah or something. His
Yeah,
ex-wife, and his daughters. They were like I think like in the UK or something, and
yeah,
Austin was just, I think he was like at an airport or something. He was just having a conversation with his daughter, and his daughter kind of cut him off mid sentence. I guess Steve was telling him like where he was going next, wherever the next Raw was going to be. And his
right.
daughter cut him off and said, "Oh, hey, sorry, Dad, I got to go. I got horse riding practice." And Steve told the story in his podcast. Like that's when it hit him. Like, holy shit! Like I haven't been there at all because as last he recalled, his daughters were like kids. Now they're like having like horse riding practice. You got to be
Right.
like a decent age to do that. So that's when it kind of hit him. And he was like, "Damn, like I'm not really getting a chance to be a father at all." And that was one of the many reasons why he kind of very privately made a decision like, "Okay, I'm going to work this match of Rock and I'm done." So But yeah. I don't know how many
Oh,
kids he's got, but I know he's got a daughter. I know that much.
okay. Dynasty said he got like three. I guess with this dude Chris Adams' ex-wife.
Yeah.
Okay, but other than that, yeah, man. For everybody that just pulled up, first off, you guys are awesome. Thanks for pulling up. Second, I was gonna let Toe talk his shit. You know, it's his birthday, so I let him start off the show with when it comes to Impact 1000. We're gonna talk about that a little bit, brush on that real quick, given the fact that that was a real big show for Impact, aka the water bug of wrestling. Shouts go out to them. We could all be proud of them. So let's go over this card real quick. Then we open up the floodgates.
Yeah. So yeah, I got a chance to watch Impact 1000, and it was my first time watching an Impact episode. I don't know how long. It's been some time, probably since they were on a network I could afford to have.
Right,
So
right.
it was definitely weird. The best way I could describe it is like going back to your old high school. Some faces you recognize, some you don't.
Like a
You
high
know,
school reunion.
yeah, it was like that. So I'm just gonna go through this card real quick. It was a pretty good show mostly, and I'll just give my overall opinion at the end, but I'll skim through this card quickly. The show
Okay.
started off with Scott Demore came out, and well, first there was a little video package. First of all, showing different highlights over the years, and just to be clear, because there was a lot of confusion about this on social media. Impact 1000 is only counting actual episodes of Impact slash TNA Impact slash TNA Impact Wrestling. Basically, the NWA pay per views in the beginning, they don't count because that wasn't Impact yet. Because technically, they have over than 1,000 episodes, but actual episodes of Impact, this was 1,000 episodes. So this doesn't count,
Oh,
the one night
so
only
they got more
tapings.
episodes then.
Yeah. So this only counts Impact. So this does not include, the those one night only tapings they did a lot.
Right.
What was it? Explosion and all those NWA pay per views they did like in the
Yeah.
beginning. Right. So just straight up Impact. Because if you count all those other shows, they probably got like I say around maybe 3,100 around the ballpark. But anyway,
Damn.
uh,
Really? I
they've been
believe
around for
you.
a while, dude.
I
Yeah, they've been
believe
around
you.
for a while. Yeah, remember they started in 2002. It's been over 20 years. Yeah, yeah, they
Mm.
got that much. So that's not even. I'm probably, and some would even want to account that Ring King thing. Remember the little India show
Yeah,
they did?
yeah.
I don't.
I remember
Yeah, I
that.
don't
Yeah.
count that, but some may count that. But anyway, let me go through this card.
All
The
right.
show started with Scott Demore. He came out and he was putting over Impact. Said Team Canada were the first people that came out in the first episode of Impact, which is true. And so he said it was only fitting that he came out in Impact 1000. So this is one of those WWE segments where he just kept getting interrupted by uh, different knockouts. So this first segment, it went a little long, went about 30 plus minutes. And it was basically just different girls from different eras of the knockouts coming out. Beautiful People
Right.
came out. Mickey James came out. Jordan Grace came out. Deanna Perrazzo came out. A lot of newer girls that I don't know came out. Awesome Kong came out. And basically, they were just talking about different eras of the knockouts and how important they are to the company, and how they were trailblazers for women's wrestling and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
the segment ended basically setting up this big five knockout women's match, like 5-on-5, like this big
You,
team.
you know who caught my attention? I think her name was
Mm.
Tasha Steeles. Like she was goofy as hell. What's the deal with
Yeah,
her?
yeah. She used to be teamed with Kiera, right? Kiera Hogan. Yeah, they
Oh,
were tag
word. Okay.
champs. Yeah. Now she's trying to do her own thing as a singles. It's
And
different.
she
Yeah.
tried to pull up on Awesome Kong though. She tried to be like, oh, you want the smoke? I'm like, you sure you want that smoke? Like Awesome
Yeah.
Kong may be, she may have retired and came back, but she still pack a mean backhand.
Yeah, there were a lot of people in the ring. Some new ones. There's one chick named Savannah Evans. Giselle Shaw was in there. Gail
Yeah.
Kim.
What's her
Uh,
name? On Perazzo.
yeah, D'Amperazzo, Trinity, and so it was just kind of it was their version of then now forever, except with the
Mm,
knockouts, I guess. So there
right.
were a few backstage segments, like a few cameos and stuff. Santino Marella is like an authority figure, I guess. That's their
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he's like, yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah. I was kind of
director of
surprised.
operations, I think.
Yeah, I was surprised he could use his real name. Shark Boy made a cameo. James Storm made a cameo. EY made a cameo. Cowboy Chris Harris made a cameo. Um,
Yeah.
Obviously,
Shouts go out to that used to be my favorite tag team around that time. AMW,
uh,
America's
yeah,
Most Wanted.
America's Most Wanted. Yeah, yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So the first match was the Feast or Fired. Uh, this match had like way more work rate than I remember it having in the old days. Because in the old days, Feast or Fire was a nothing match. It was just like brawling and until four people got the cases and that was it. Here, they were doing like spots that you would see like in a Money in the Bank or an Ultimate X. So now it's like actual match with work rate, which is good. The bad though is that they implemented this new rule, which to me is just really fucking stupid. Where once you grab the briefcase, you have to get out the ring with the briefcase. So you can, because before, if you grab the briefcase, that was
That
it.
was it. Yeah.
So now it's like you grab the briefcase and you actually have to like leave the ring. But to me, that's stupid because once you grab the briefcase, just fucking jump off. Just jump.
Yeah, like what type of oh man, that shit see a rule like that is so unnecessary. Like why?
Yeah. 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 So it was kind of weird because so many times somebody would get a briefcase and they would be like surrounded. And so they would have to sell, like, oh, how do I get out of here? It's like, just fucking jump out. Like, so,
Right.
so yeah. So this was like dumb babyface syndrome. There was a shitload of people in this match.
And
Callahan,
I seen Moose had got a briefcase.
yeah, he got one. He got a briefcase. This one dude, this Japanese guy was in there, and I was like, "Yo, I know
Yeah,
this dude." And I remembered, oh yeah, he was a young lion in New Japan. I think his name is like Yuya something,
right.
Yuya Uemura. I want to say he won one. Crazy Steve looked unrecognizable in a good way because he was like way
No,
because
I'm starting to dig this new Crazy Steve. Minus the whole drooling on people's face shit. He could do without that. That's a little
yeah.
nasty. But
When I
I'm
when
liking
when
this
I saw
new maniac
yeah
Crazy Steve shit. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, because the Crazy Steve that I remember seeing, like, that was like, when they were, I think they were like on Pop back then. Those were not good days, like the GFW shit. And I remember like it was Rosemary, Abyss, and Crazy Steve. What were they called? Decay? That was the
Yeah,
name,
Decay.
right?
Yeah, I
Decay.
love Decay.
Yeah,
Decay was my that
yeah.
was my shit.
And I remember like Crazy Steve was like, he was small. He was like the size
Yeah,
of
he
like
bulked up.
yeah. So when
He
I first
bulked
saw
up.
him, he looked like unrecognizable. I was like, yo, I thought he was a new dude. And I was like, oh shit. Like, all right, I see you, Steve.
And
Um,
basically they had did over DK and they brought in that Taurus dude.
yeah, yeah,
It,
yeah,
yeah, it was Crazy Steve, of course. It was Black Taurus and wasn't I think it was Abyss. It was either Abyss or Rosemary, one or the other.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
basically Black Taurus or Black Toru, however they pronounce his name. He ended up being a new member of the new
I,
DK.
yeah, I see. I forgot. I didn't even realize Kushida was in Impact, so it was good to see him. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I know he was injured and he was out for a while. Sammy Callahan, and I mean this respectfully, he's a lot bigger. Last time he's gained a lot of weight. Do you know what kind of injury he had? Was like an ankle injury or something?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger because last time I saw him, and it has been a minute though, because I think the last time I saw him was that shit with Tessa, where he lost to Tessa, which I thought was really fucking stupid. That was like in 2020. So, but yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah, and Chris Bay, he
yeah, he
won
won
a
a
briefcase
briefcase
as well.
also. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a nice prospect they have down there. So, but yeah, that was the Feast or Fired. So Chris Bay, Crazy Steve, Yuya, and Moose won the briefcases. The next
Then we
segment that
had
they did,
The Dudley Boys shit. You know,
yeah, the
them having.
Dudleys.
I
Yeah,
think
they had
I
a.
think they I think the match went on a little longer than it was
Mhm.
supposed to, but it was still cool.
Yeah, they had a match with the Desi Hit Squad. I forgot what
Hmm.
happened to Devon. Something serious happened to him, and I could probably look it up, but I know he retired, so he came out of retirement for this. So that was cool. Team 3D. I would not say that they were the premier tag team of TNA, but they were
Hmm.
definitely one of the most important tag teams. During that main event mafia era, like late 2000s. '07, '08, '09. They're right up there, like with Beer Money, my personal favorite tag team. Loved Beer Money, British
Hell
Invasion,
yeah,
Guns, stuff like that. So it was nice to see them. To see Team 3D again. Um, Next segment they did was Josh Alexander segment. So Josh Alexander, the Walking Weapon. I like that name. Really badass
definitely.
name, the Walking Weapon. So I've heard really good things about Josh Alexander for a while now. I've heard that he's really good. I got you. Josh Alexander is really good. He was a tag team with Ethan Page, right? What they called the
Yeah,
North. That was the
the
name of the
North.
North.
Yeah, the North.
Yeah. So I've heard this dude is very good, and he's basically like the not in star power, but like in ring wise, he's like the new Kurt Angle for
Yeah,
Impact. Yeah,
yeah. He's like their Kurt Angle, so to speak.
right, right. The problem is like this dude is good, but he don't got anybody to fucking work with because Impact's main event scene is just so fucking ass. So we're not really getting to see his true potential of how good he can be. So this next segment, Josh Alexander came out and he was cutting a promo. I knew he was the champion and he had to forfeit it because he was hurt. And so he was cutting the promo. I was like, wait a minute, who is the Impact champion? Because I legit don't know. And that's when I saw fucking not Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley. Yes, Alex Shelley. And I was like, oh yeah, Alex Shelley's the Impact champion, which is really like. Let me just talk about that. Like Alex Shelley is definitely a TNA legend, like absolutely for sure. But for him to be champion like all these years later, when a lot of the OGs have left and moved on, and many of the fans don't watch anymore, it just seems really hollow. And he's a great worker, like great X
Mm.
Division wrestler, but he was never on the level of like he was never like on the level like of an AJ or a
Yeah,
Joe
Alex Shelley's a
or
champ, Dynasty. He's a champ.
yeah,
Alex
or
Shelley.
even a Daniels, But I was like, all right, I can sort of like go with it. Like I'll pretend and just accept it. So he came out wearing a suit, and it
Yeah,
was
something
different.
different.
It
I ain't
was
gonna lie.
different,
In
and
a way, he reminded me a little bit of Seth Rollins, just a tad bit.
yeah,
I'm
he
not.
did. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
that vibe too. Yeah, he could pull the. I think with his, I think I'm so used to just the Motor City Machine Guns as a duo that
right.
seeing him as a singles as a world champion is just like whoa, like so.
And I could
But
appreciate that. I could
yeah,
appreciate that because they trying to do something new. And Impact always been on that type of time, trying to
yeah,
make
yeah,
new people. But I'm not trying to make new people, but try to revamp characters. I guess you could say, like well,
yeah.
Bully. You know what I mean? He was Bubba Ray from before. Now he's Bully.
Right,
Great
right.
example.
So
Or
basically,
shit.
the
Or Kurt Angle. They didn't mean to make Perk Angle. It just happened, but it
right,
was on their watch.
right. So basically, the segment was Josh talking about how he grew up a TNA fan, which is cool because there are people out there that did grow up watching other stuff outside WWE and how he always wanted to be in TNA. So then Shelly came out and Shelly is kind of doing like the whole Trish Stratus things where he's like Alexander, you're welcome. He's like, thank you. You should thank me for paving the way for you, and blah 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 stuff like that. So he's kind of like a condescending uh, dick. He's not lying or anything. So then they get jumped by the Rascals. I do know them. I remember the Rascals because Alexander, he kind of ran into them backstage, and Shelly kind of left him for dead. So so that'll be a thing. Then I think there was a segment with Kenny King. So it was like, oh yeah, it's good to see Kenny, and he's in some feud
It's happy birthday, man.
with Tommy Dreamer, the digital media title. I have no clue what that is. I think it's something.
Yeah, the digital. They just had to get this dude Bummy Dreamer anything, right?
Right,
That shit is a participation trophy. I
right,
understand this dude Kenny King just had it, but it's like, why did Tommy Dreamer have to beat Kenny King for it? That shit is bogus as hell.
yeah. So at this point, like I'm pretty much having a good time with the show, until we got to the next match. This is semi-main. So we got a mixed tag, and I know we were going off about him a few months ago. I
Yeah, but I
never
ain't gonna lie, I'm about to open.
understood.
Hold on, wait. I'm about to open up the floodgates though because it has been 25 minutes into the show. So if you don't mind, my dude, I gave you the floor to
Yeah, sure, sure.
you know what I mean. So about to drop these floodgates real quick, but go ahead, keep on going, my dude.
Yeah, so the next match was the mixed tag. Eddie Edwards and Alicia Edwards versus Frankie Kazarian and Tracy Brooks. I never understood this company's obsession with Eddie Edwards. The dude
They
has the
love them some Eddie
charisma.
Edwards, like.
He's got the charisma of a fucking wet dog. Like holy shit. Like anyway,
I ain't
it
gonna
was a
lie. I
fine.
liked Honor No More or No More Honor. That
Yeah,
stable. I liked them. They were cool.
right. Yeah, yeah, they were good.
Wasn't
They
he
were good.
their leader?
I think he was. I wasn't watching at that point, but I
Yeah, I
remember
think
that.
he
I
was
remember
their
mentioning that
leader.
thing. Yeah. Well, Kazarian and Tracy, they won the match, and afterwards they showed a little package to show that Tracy was going to go into the Impact Hall of Fame, which is nice. And also Mike Tenay and Don West will
Oh,
also
what?
be
Who
going into
said
the Hall of
when he
Fame.
said Tracy Brooks was gonna go in the Hall of Fame?
Mm-hmm.
Man, look, I guess because she's
I
been
mean,
there.
she's
She's
the
definitely
original.
been there for the
Yeah,
longest. But
she's the
it's
original
like,
knockout. So
I guess.
yeah. So she'll be going in there with
Oh,
with
Taven was the leader. I thought. My bad. I thought Eddie Edwards was the leader. I know it was Taven.
yeah.
But you said his
She'll,
name wrong. His name is My name is Matt Taven. You gotta
oh
say the
yeah.
whole sentence like a Tribe Called Quest. You gotta say the whole sentence.
Yeah, so she'll be going to Hall of Fame with Mike Tenay and Don West later on this year. And the main event of the show, which I thought was kind of cool, it's only apropos that the main event is an X Division match because the X Division is what put Impact TNA on the map. Main event was Chris Sabin versus this fucking guy,
Leo
Leo
Rush.
Rush.
Yeah.
Leo, listen, man. Listen, Leo.
Yo, this dude
Leo
here.
is a great
Yo, my
wrestler.
dude. My dude. Why you just can't knock not you, Tove. My I'm not even gonna say your name either. Let it go, dog. It's over. It's over. Can't fuck up out of here, my dude. I told you. Beat it. I'm not playing with you. You know I'm not playing with you. I saw you from before. Constantly. Knock it off. But you don't want to listen. And then what you said, like that was ridiculous, my dude. I'm not playing that game with you. We're not doing that. No. At the end of the day, it's just wrestling. It's never serious. Shoot, goofy ass on. Fuck up out of here, yo. Nah, man. Like at least keep your dignity, my dude. You go somewhere else and get the same wrestling content. And we ain't gotta be as good as our shit, but you get it somewhere else though. The fuck. And then when I told you to come to the damn to council court, you didn't want to do that. Maybe if you would have came to council court and let people talk to you on some real G shit, like let you know what's really going on, you ain't want to do that either. So fuck up out of here. But anyways, but
Yeah, so main event was Chris Sabin against Leo Rush. Leo is a great worker, uh, and I hope he finds success in life. He's the X Division champion going into this match, but I just I'm not trying to be, I'm just gonna be honest, man. It's just some people. It's like they can't make it in the ocean. They want to be the big fish in the small pond. Like this dude he's found success in the smaller companies, but it's like every time he goes to a big company, there's always problems every time. So you know, whatever. Anyway, the story for the match was if Chris Sabin won, he would be the first 10-time X Division champion. I was like, damn, I didn't even realize he won the belt 9 times.
Chris
I mean, I knew
Sabin,
he won
yeah,
it.
Chris Sabin been putting in mad work in Impact.
Yeah, yeah. So they had a good match. It was your typical X Division match, and in the end, Sabin won. He beat him, and he had the big celebration.
This fucking dude, are you kidding me, my dude? Yo, put $50. Matter of fact, put 60 in the cash app. I'll think about it. Put 60 in the cash app. I'll think about it.
You need some rain to get rid of this roach.
TKO, let me see if I just want to make sure that's you, my dude, because we got motherfuckers lurking. He said he didn't get the counselor table. What the fuck is a counselor table? Whatever.
Yeah. So Sabin won.
Yeah, like TKO. My bad, Joe. TKO, if you don't mind, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, like I'm on high alert right now. Like you can turn the camera right back off. Well, I won't pull you up with your camera on. All right, my dude, I see you.
Yeah, so Sabin won. He had the big celebration at the end. The roster came out and held him up. It was a good episode of Impact. If
Yeah,
it was up
fun.
to me,
It was.
yeah, if it was up to me, and it's Impact, so they probably don't have the funds. In a perfect world, what I would have done is I would have had like Impact 1,000 be like a month long celebration, 4 shows, with each show being like a tribute to different things that made Impact Impact. Like this show had a lot of emphasis on the knockouts. So then the next show I would dedicate it to like the X Division. Then the third show I would dedicate it to like the announcing, like Don West, Mike Tenay, and all that stuff. And then like the final show, for old time's sake, let it be like a 6-side ring for like one night only or something like that. But yeah, being 1,000 episodes is quite an accomplishment. And for context, as crazy as it sounds, WCW Nitro, they only had about 280 something ish episodes, which sounds crazy in retrospect. It was a good show. Was there anything here that made me want to keep watching? It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Really, the main issue with Impact, like Sandman and I talked about, is they have to find that identity. They have to find that thing that makes them stand out from every other company. They have to find that niche. What's that one thing I can watch that I can't see anywhere else? Like I was a big Lucha Underground guy. Lucha Underground was so different. Nothing was like Lucha.
The cinematic, the whole cinematic thing. They brought something new to the game with the cinematic. When it came to the matches, or when it came to the vignettes, or the shit like that, they brought something new, and they you see other wrestling companies started adapting that same style.
Right. The last time I felt that way for Impact was when Lashley, MVP, and all them, when they were doing the Beatdown Clan, when he was TNA champion.
Oh yeah, man, I love Beatdown Clan.
And the broken stuff that Matt was doing.
Loved it too.
Broken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, without the Beatdown Clan, because people need to put respect on the Beatdown Clan. Without the Beatdown Clan, the Hurt Business would have never happened in WWE ever. I would even go as far as to say, without the Beatdown Clan, Lashley would never have been a WWE champion. This shit with the Street Profits wouldn't be going on right now. So,
but if you think of it, Lashley wasn't in the Beatdown Clan for that long. He ended up having beef with the Beatdown Clan.
Yeah,
remember? Yeah, he wasn't in the Beatdown Clan for that long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, But
But
overall, it was good.
TKO, what it do though? I see you out there putting in that work when it comes to that music and all that. Congrats, you know the vibe.
If I don't do it, who else will, man?
Me, nigga, who I'm gonna do it.
Fuck,
Shit, I'm working on
fuck
some new
it.
shit now, coming out soon.
Hey, man, I feel you, man. You know what it is.
No, but that's what's up though. You know what I mean? That's what's up. You keep putting out that music, B.
Yeah, I'm stuck between album titles. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll get to that. I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
Yeah, that happens. It's all goody. Well, how you feeling though, man? Like, what's your take on Impact 1000? Did you watch it yet, or should we just move
Yeah,
on?
yeah, I saw it. Impact. Congrats to Impact for making 1,000 episodes, but I do agree with Tope though. I think they should. I definitely think like one of the episodes should be like a walk down memory lane where they just show like a couple of throwback matches and just go with that. Because there's a lot of things Impact did back in the day that a lot of people forgot about, and I think it would be cool to just remind them. You know?
I guess they probably feel like they don't have to do that because you got the Impact Plus and you got the YouTube channel, and I think they
I
also
mean,
on the on Fight Channel and shit like that. They're on Pluto, like
Yeah, they're on Pluto. I saw them on Pluto the other day. They've
yeah,
got like Pluto has all kinds of like channels and shit.
yeah. Pluto was I
There's a
love Pluto match
yeah,
for free for free.
there's a sports app on there, and I saw Impact had a channel. Sometimes it's old content, and sometimes it's like the last episode they just aired. So
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, like that man. That Kennedy and Angle cage match was Chef's Kiss. One of the
yeah,
best, if not the best cage match ever.
that's definitely the best cage match they've ever done. Like no question.
it was definitely Kennedy's best match for sure.
That's Kennedy's best
Oh
match he
yeah,
ever had. It's
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
And then they just squandered him after that. He just started becoming more and more of a bum. It was like every stable he had got beef with, he ended up joining afterwards, becoming a you know what I'm saying, like a gopher. Like he was getting their bears from the store and type shit.
It didn't make sense what they did with him. How do you have beef with the same group and then join them a week after?
Yeah,
Like
he
that,
did it
that didn't make
multiple
sense.
times.
He
Yeah,
did
He
it
did
with
it with
Immortal. He did it
Immortal. He
with.
did it with Aces and Eights.
yeah, that
He
was
did
fucking
not fit. He did
Bischoff.
not,
That was
bro. He did not fit in Aces and Eights at all.
that was Bischoff and Hogan. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. I don't give a
That's
fuck what anybody says, bro. Fucking TNA 2008, 2009. I'm not saying it was, all fucking kumbaya, my lord, sunshines and rainbows, but it was a good product. They had found their niche. They had a good roster. And Hogan and Bischoff, they fucked it up, and it was never the same. It was never the same after that.
that's because they tried to turn it into WCW 2.0, and there's a reason why they failed.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Dynasty stupid. He said, "What? Not a fan of the last right match versus Taker with Heidenreich?" It's a oh
Oh,
man, this dude Heidenreich. I never forget when
Yo,
they said. I never forget when they said his original character was supposed to be a cryogenic Nazi, and Paul Heyman was supposed to be his manager, but Paul Heyman
oh,
is Jewish.
oh,
I'm
good
not sure.
god.
I'm not sure what the venue was, but it looked good and the crowd was lively. They definitely are drawing better crowds than they were a couple of years ago. So like they're doing all right. They're doing all
Yeah, they
right.
had a nice crowd. Impact 1000. They was man. Look,
Mhm.
that was and that's what's up, man. Impact deserves it. You know, Impact. They really been man. It's like how the fuck are they paying these people? That's number one. How are they paying these people? But they making it work.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Other than that, like I said from before, congrats on Impact 1000. But let's really start talking some turkey. All the shit that's been going on First off, let's get the Rock out the way. We was already saying that's some bullshit. Like, how the fuck you do a segment with Austin Theory that didn't make any sense? That's not going to lead to completely nothing. But you don't want to do a segment with Jimmy Uso. What made it more funny is that the segment was right after the Austin Theory.
Yep.
Like, damn, you couldn't wait one segment. Y'all thoughts?
Oh man, I think everybody's now thinks that The Rock is going to fight Roman Reigns is more or less confirmed for WrestleMania. Boy, y'all gonna be
I'm not surprised they're not. I'm not surprised. I won't be surprised if they do it. I won't be surprised if they do it because you gotta think of it like this, right? They don't really care about the actual match, especially when it comes to multiple matches. When it comes to WrestleMania, there's gonna be their first WrestleMania underneath that TKO umbrella, so they're gonna try their best to fucking fumigate or clog as much stars on that card as possible, like Batista and shit like that.
Wait, hold on, Dynasty. That was the shit. I don't remember his name. The Highlander guy, which was that was TNA being rude. Someone told TNA he was there, and they put the camera on him, and he was embarrassed or something. I don't remember his name. I wasn't watching the product during that time. There was a tag team called the Highlanders or something, but yeah. Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, back to The Rock for a second. Even if I would be interested in seeing The Rock versus Roman if Roman was not champion, because that match does not need the title, honestly. I don't think it does.
That would be so funny. I swear to God, I will not be, like I said, I will not be surprised if that match happens. I also want to be surprised if they just go away with it and just have this dude Rock beat this dude for the belt just so he could promote a new movie.
Oh God, they'll take the belt.
Because you gotta remember this: you already know they're not worried about wrestling tradition anymore. They worried about ratings and clicks and likes and subs and all that shit. They're going in a different direction. Like they thinking about, and I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I won't be surprised if they're thinking about the headlines reads The Rock becoming undisputed champion at the age of 51. You know what I'm saying? What? You know how much business that'll fucking do? That's what they thinking about.
Boy, they take the belt off of one part-timer and put it on another. If The Rock wins the title from Roman, they'll never get that belt back for like 4 more years.
That's what they would do, just so you can promote another movie, and then TKO, because they came together as a mega conglomerate when it comes to WWE and UFC and other brands and shit.
Yeah,
I see you on Black Star.
Oh God,
I won't be surprised if they do that shit. I really won't, because they're thinking of the headlines. They're not thinking of
the amount of stupidity.
That makes sense.
The amount of stupidity that will take is inconceivable.
I mean, yeah. Oh my God!
Like right now, I'm not gonna lie. Like Cody Rhodes, they really, and I could admit it. Cody Rhodes is not looking ready for Roman right now. He should be ready for. He should be on his way ready for Roman right now. He's not even nowhere near ready for him.
But here's the issue, though, and like nobody's actually raising this up. If The Rock wins the title, this is what it's telling everybody. Nobody's ready. Nobody's ready to take over.
And who can you blame? Can you really blame the superstars? You can't really blame them. It's how they're booked.
Like nobody's ready to take over, and like it's a sad fact that when everybody is telling you, "Hey, let's put The Rock versus Roman," that matchup doesn't need the title. It really doesn't. So why put the title on the line? Makes no sense.
Because,
We've
like I
already
just
been
said,
through this, guys. We've already been through this. I've talked about this shit before. It's why I don't fuck with WWE like that. It's a shame shit they went with Brock. You know, when Brock beat Taker and he killed Cena, and he was this undefeated monster. And everybody at the time, all the bootlickers, were defending it by saying, you know, by making Brock a legit Shao Kahn, this emperor.
Shao
You
Kahn.
know, when he finally loses,
I can't wait to
then
get
the
Mortal
person,
Kombat 1. I'm getting Mortal Kombat 1 ASAP. I can't wait. But go ahead.
everybody back then said when Brock finally loses, the guy that beats him will be the heir apparent. But then he never actually lost during that run because what they did was they
Did
just did a
Cena beat him?
cash in.
But Cena beat him by
No,
some extremely
no. He never lost. He lost at WrestleMania 31 of the cash in, but Brock was never pinned. Yeah, so no one ever actually beat him. So it was a waste of time. They didn't know what they were doing. Right. So that run right there is proof that they didn't know what they were doing then, and they don't know what they're doing now with Roman. Same thing. Every time they do this, we're going to take this one person and just make him a god. The excuse is always we're going to build him up. That way, when he finally loses, the person that beats him will be blah, blah, blah. But then when that moment comes, they'll make a change at the 11th hour and say, you know what, actually, he's going over. And it's the same shit. They don't know. It's this part-time, whether it's Vince, Triple H, Endeavor, whoever the hell is it doesn't matter, man. That's how they book.
That's why I said a month ago that you really need to temper expectations. Because when reality hits you, it's going to slap you in the face. And you're not going to like what they produce. So it doesn't really matter what story is going on at this current moment. I think at the Rumble, it's supposed to be Cody versus Solo.
It's actually Cena versus Solo at the Rumble, but yeah.
With Cena versus Solo?
Yeah, I heard about Cena versus Solo. I heard
That's
that one.
to pay tribute to Umanga because Cena.
Okay.
Umanga at the Rumble.
Umanga.
I completely understand that. That's a matchup that I actually do want to see. If it's
I don't want to see that shit. Well, so
No,
this
no,
dude
no.
can bury his son along with his
if
pop.
it's a tribute to Umaga, I actually want to see it.
I'll tell you what, man, they got a long way to go if they want Jay versus Jimmy to be a premier match. I can get behind this story they're doing on Raw.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I can get behind that, but the stuff they're doing with Jimmy, this shit fucking sucks.
No, they should bring back just for the fuck of it.
Yeah, Jimmy don't know. This dude Jimmy is acting like. And then it said, remember this dude Paul Heyman was on the phone, and I guess Roman Reigns told him to save Jimmy. Save Jimmy for what? This dude kicked you in the face how many fucking times, you moron?
And I never talked.
I can admit that. You know, I stay capable for fucking Roman Reigns. Even I can say he's a moron. But save him for what? What are we doing here?
No, who they should bring back just for the fuck of it? Like truly bring back. They should bring back Armando Alejandro Estrada.
I never say this stuff. I never fat shame or whatever, because you can be big and be in shape, but I'm sorry, man. When they did this breakup, like, listen, Jay is just a legit good athlete. He can go. Jimmy is gassed out. That shit with AJ on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago was fucking trash. If
Too much
you
sauce.
Can't have a good match, if you can't have a good match with
best.
AJ, if you can't have a good match with AJ, I'm sorry, you're fucked. That's why they kept doing headlocks, because Jimmy was gassed out. And it's one of those things that you don't notice. Like, we always take things for granted. If you go back on Go and Peacock and just look at like any Usos match, it's always Jimmy that was in peril. And then Jay would come in with the hot tag, and he was the one that would be doing the clotheslines, the super kicks, the dives over the top rope. Brett and Owen, it worked because they were both good athletes. They could go on their own. So far, what I'm seeing from Jimmy, I'm sorry, bro.
That's why Jay is Shawn Michaels, and Jimmy's Billy Jeanette.
I won't go that far, but right now, it's not, I mean,
you don't see that
time.
You don't see that.
Dynasty was good.
Was good.
All
So do you guys want the
right.
sports report or nah? Not right now. Like I don't.
Whenever you're ready, I'm with it.
Like I don't.
Yeah,
want
let's talk about the Chiefs real quick. How great they are already.
How great the
Even though
Chiefs
the
are.
season just started, they're already great.
Well, the offense struggled, and it's not because of not because of Patrick Mahomes. It's because of who's not there, and who's not there or who isn't there is Eric Bieniemy. They're missing Eric Bieniemy badly.
Yeah, but they really ain't got no receivers either, though.
As much as
I mean, they got
want to
Kelsey, but that's about it.
as much as you want to blame Mahomes for not clicking right with his new guys, it's when your number one receiver is Kadarius Toney, you have problems.
Yeah. The
And
rookie's
that's-
going to be good, but he ain't ready yet. Rice?
And that's the issue there. With the Cowboys, it's Dak. That defense is going to carry a lot of games. That
Yeah, but it's
defense is-
Dallas. They always look good in September.
That defense is something special. It's just that Dak
Oh, no doubt.
Dak cannot take you to the promised land. I'm sorry, but he can't. San Francisco is the team to beat in the NFC. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. My Packers lost, but they're missing their number one wide receiver. They're missing Aaron Jones. So yeah, there's your excuse right there. The Giants, for the other hand, you're not supposed to go down 20 for a team who's sucking for Caleb Williams right now. You don't give them a 20-point cushion. If it was any other team, if it was Kansas City, they'll be up by 45 in a matter of seconds. If it was Washington, like if it was the Commanders, they'll be up by 30.
Well, they went down quick too. Who did they play? Washington.
No, I'm on mute.
Who did Washington play?
Yeah. Because they were down big too and came back.
Yeah, but like I said, Washington has a good receiving core. They can come back.
Oh, yeah.
I'll think about it. We put $60 in my cash app.
Yeah.
And the one game I cannot wait for is in 2 weeks.
What the fuck is a counselor? Like,
Mute yourself, man.
Out of here.
Mute yourself.
So what's the game you're looking forward to?
Yeah. I know. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I know y'all heard me. So, and
All right, I'll drop it. But anyways, the game that I'm looking forward to is in 2 weeks. Deion Sanders, Kid Shador versus Caleb Williams, USC versus Colorado at 9 o'clock in the morning out west, around 11.
yeah, I may have been. I thought it was muted. If I wasn't muted, I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. But go ahead, y'all.
Like around 11 y'all time, or 12 o'clock in the East. So that game's going to be special because I guarantee you at least 15 NFL teams are going to be watching that game live in Colorado.
Yeah, it just sucks that Hunter ain't gonna be able to play.
Yeah, that's the part that sucks. That's what that truly sucks. That and I don't blame the safety who injured Travis Hunter.
Mm.
It's because like if you're going to deliver a hit like that, just do it while the play's going on.
There were so many dirty hits in that game.
And again, for that kid to get death threats, that is wrong for the Colorado fans or whoever.
Yeah, that's a little extra there. You don't
That
get
is
doing death
absolutely
threats.
positively wrong. I do not stand for that whatsoever.
Yes, I noticed it's like when Deion Sanders became the head coach of this team, it's like, it's a lot of racial tension.
Well, I don't have much to say about sports, but unfortunately, a good show I was watching based off sports, Winning Time, wasn't renewed for a season.
Yeah,
Really?
Winning Time was good.
I like that show.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
watched it
watch it on
yesterday. I watched the finale yesterday. I saw via social media that it wasn't going to get renewed, and I was like, damn, it made me not want to watch the last episode. But I literally watched every other episode, so I was like, I might as well watch it. And the episode was good, but then like the last 5 minutes, it did one of those like collages where it was like so and so went on to do this and this and this and this. So it was like, okay, either that was edited in at the very last possible moment, or maybe while they were in the middle of filming, which is I think what probably happened, they were probably told, hey, it's not looking like you guys are going to get renewed, which, as I understand, had nothing to do with the ratings because it was a good rated show. I think it's a combination of the strike and when that whole fucking merger happened with, Max and all that crap.
Yeah,
As I understand it, they were prioritizing certain types of content, and as I gathered,
gotta go.
Yeah, I don't think sports was, because I think the intention of the show was they were going to go into different sports eras, and it was going to end with like Jordan, kind of like a passing of the torch. I think that's where they wanted it to go, which sounds pretty interesting. But yeah, it was a good show. Hopefully, it gets picked up by another network or something.
Here's another thing: the funniest feud of the week so far is T.O. versus Stephen A. That shit is just amazingly stupid. like Stephen A. was talking about Max Kellerman when he was co-hosting First Take with Stephen A. And he said something that Vince said earlier today, that they were stagnant with Max as host. The problem is that Max is smarter than Stephen A. And Stephen A. knows that.
In certain spots, yeah.
So because of that, T.O. said the famous line, "It seems like Max is blacker than you."
Oh.
That is what set everything off. That's the reason why Max had to go. Because if you listen to Max talk, he sounds like a brother. Doesn't drop the N-word, but he listens to a lot of rap music. He used to be a rapper. And when you have that person who is so pro-black, he's white, it gives him credence. It gives him a lot of credit with the black community. And when you have a person who is so disopposed of that, who wants to be the star, no matter if it's Shannon Sharp, no matter if it's Skip Bayless, that issue always comes up. It's a sad fact, but it's a fact. And to me, when T.O. came up and said, like, oh, those are facts, he's not wrong. You shouldn't be butthurt about it. The NBA season starts this week, or either this week or next week. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think it's next week. What's today? Today is Tuesday. Let me see. To be sure, I think it's next week though.
I'm just counting down the days to when Kawhi Leonard gets hurt, because you know it's coming.
Damn.
you know it's coming.
It does happen every year. I mean, half the time it's load management, but
like, you know it's coming. Somewhere down the line, he tears his meniscus. He misses a shitload of time.
Oof.
Like, he tore his meniscus in game 1 of his playoff series against Phoenix.
Well, that was Chris Paul for years right there.
Misses the entire freaking series. Mind you, Paul George can never stay healthy as well.
Don't even remind me of that. When the USA trials?
The season starts in a couple of weeks, as a matter of fact. I think it starts in like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. And the Lakers, they're re-upping everybody. They re-upped Anthony Davis for $178 million for 3 years. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the money that's in basketball right now is insanity.
We're in the wrong profession.
While we over here paying $5 for a gallon of gas.
We're in the wrong profession.
About sports. Did you guys hear that comment Dana White made? That was funny.
What Dana White talking about? Man, we got a Clippers fan in the house. Ha! Oh shit!
Hey, Hey, Henny guy, I understand that you don't want me to talk about your Clippers, but let's just face it, they can never stay healthy. They can never stay healthy.
Last
Yeah, I
week,
can't say anything about basketball because my Sixers are second round exit every year.
I don't know the details about it. All I know is that when they did the little merger thing official last week, wherever they were talking to some executive, about the deal about Endeavor and all that.
Yeah.
And they asked someone, what's the end game? Like, what do you think is going to be the end game from the deal? And the person said that he wants, I guess it was like an executive member. Some person said that they want all UFC fans to someday be WWE fans and all WWE fans to be UFC fans.
That ain't gonna happen.
It's more than that. It's more than
TMZ
that.
caught wind of the comment, and then they contacted Dana White, and they told Dana exactly what the executive person said, and Dana White laughed his ass off.
As he should.
He said that's never going to happen. So,
hey, I don't know, man. Because
no, it's never going to happen, bro. No.
Yeah, no.
It's two different worlds.
Well, yeah, because especially when it came to the real legit wrestling fans from before, like in the I would say like the late 90s, and around the ruthless aggression era and all that shit. All of them, they did go to UFC because they got tired of the bullshit.
Like, and plus, for those who don't know,
but you also got to remember. Hold on, give me 1 second, Black Soul. You also got to remember too. A lot of motherfuckers from the UFC end up going to WWE anyway, so their fans are gonna end up following them to the WWE. So it's not like it can't happen. It can happen because once they just gonna watch the product just to watch their favorite stars. You know what I mean? Like look at Daniel Cormier. He wanna be announcing there or be a commentator there. He could bring.
Didn't he do that ref spot in that Fight Cage?
DC's a massive wrestling fan.
Yeah, he was the referee for the Riddle match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are very, very
it can happen. It definitely can happen.
You guys are very optimistic. That's never happening.
No shot.
Look at the avatar. Say it one more time. So hold on, I got you. Give me 1 second. Say it one more time. Say it one more time. 4 out of 10.
Oh, hit mine.
Hit mine.
Yeah, but yeah, man. It's I respect the fact that I respect what they do, but UFC, mixed martial arts, MMA is just not my cup of tea at all. And a lot of other wrestling fans out there also are not into it. If you're into that though, cool. More power to you.
But that's what I'm saying. That's you. I'm saying like when it comes to
I'm the majority. I'm the majority. Most wrestling fans don't like that shit, and they never will.
Like a
well, all right. You may have a matter of fact. No, you couldn't even say that. There's mad wrestling fans that love UFC and mixed martial arts.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But I'd say a majority don't.
I'm one of them.
Dude, we just saw it at SummerSlam. Ronda and Shayna tried to wrestle a UFC style, and the fans didn't care because they don't watch UFC or care.
And that match was good. Like a lot of people was like, "Oh, that was whack." I'm like, "Are you serious?"
The work they were doing.
These bitches was out for blood.
Right, the work they were doing was very good, but it was not a WWE style type of thing. That's what I mean. It's like it's just a completely different animal. Like I said, if people are into that, then more power to you. But there's a completely different audience that's just not into that at all.
Like that Brock and Cain Velasquez match.
Oh God. Yo, I'm mad. You made me remember that shit.
It was terrible.
Like that match was like what, 50 seconds?
If that.
The best you can do, the best you can hope for is smoke and mirrors. Like that's what Ronda Rousey was.
Yeah.
But those smoke and mirrors, eventually that shit fades.
And she was never really the promo person to make it work.
Oh God. She is terrible.
Like, here's the thing, and here's what people don't get really. Is that there's a lot of crossover between MMA and wrestling. For those who don't know, the first ever MMA match was Antonio Inoki versus Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, that's another trash match too.
That was the first thing
that ruined Ali's career right there. His legs was never the same after that.
Yeah, you would think that match would be legendary. Like you got the chops from Inoki and you got the fast jab from Muhammad Ali. These motherfuckers couldn't even really do what they wanted to do because it was remember this dude Antonio Inoki, I think he couldn't do something. What he couldn't do?
Leg kicks.
It was very political. It's very
they limited him. Like they limited his wrestling style, and it's what's the point of the match?
When you have crossover shit like that, it's political. Like when the Floyd Mayweather dude fought the Conor McGregor guy, they told like,
"Oh, come on, he's just the Floyd Mayweather dude. Don't do that." I'm down with the money. Dude. I'm down with the money team. Don't do that to Floyd Mayweather. That dude over there, the Floyd Mayweather dude, whatever he is.
I'm not going to be down with somebody who can't read elementary school level, but okay.
Okay, you got a point there.
We're going to get you to read that Cat in the Hat.
There's a Money Mayweather channel right here.
But yeah, you need smoke and mirrors. Like I remember when I was a kid, there was a period there where fans were like really into Ken Shamrock. People forget. He was
hell yeah,
got the ankle lock over. But what made him over was like when he would just snap and just belly to belly everybody.
Get him away!
Yeah.
Like a loose cannon. Yeah, shit like that is what you need to connect to make wrestling fans.
And then they ruined it with Ryan Shamrock.
Right.
Remember they were trying to do they were trying to do the storyline with Ken Shamrock and her. Basically on some flowers in the attic type shit.
The sad part is Matt Riddle could actually make it work, but he's such a fucking idiot. He's not going to get the chance to at this rate.
The thing is, Matt Riddle is trying to get fired. They just don't want to fire him. He does not want to be there. This dude literally said he does not mind getting fucked in the ass. He don't care if he gets fired by WWE.
Make a pause on that one.
Shit. He's like, yo, I don't care if you tell WWE. I want to get smashed in the ass.
Super mega pause.
That's what he said. He does not want to be in WWE. Just let the dude go. Is he even selling merch? Let's see if he's selling merch. Because I'm trying to understand why WWE is keeping this dude. What's the point? It's pretty obvious.
They never wanted him to begin with. They never wanted him to begin with. They only got him because New Japan was going to get him, and then Triple H was like, "Wait a minute, let me give you a call." He was a free agent for a long time. They weren't calling him, and then they were like, "All right, we'll get you." And it's like, okay, but then when they signed him, it was like, "All right, but just so you know, if you come work at WWE, like you can't do weed anymore." And it's like, you don't listen. I'm not judging anyone that does whatever your vice is.
Yeah, you can do what you do, but it's obvious that he's trying his best to get fired.
Like I got an MMA match for all you guys that you guys have to see this match. Who remembers Alberto Del Rio?
Oh, you talking about him and Crow Cop?
Yes.
Oh man.
Well, hold on. Before we get too far off, I didn't mean it. Well, hold on. Okay. So this dude, Matt Riddle, he makes 400 racks a year. So I guess I get it. That's not nothing to look down upon. That is a lot of money to just let go.
But that's middle of the pack for WWE salaries, though.
Well, yeah, Ballet. Yeah, that's what he said. Y'all can look this shit up, and he said it in text.
Yeah. He could make more. It's not due to lack of talent. They just don't trust him. That's why he isn't doing more.
They're just trying to make their bread. You know what I mean? Because $400,000 a year, that's not something you could just be like, oh, just throw that away. Because WWE is making money, yes, but that $400,000, that's not nothing to just throw away like that. I get it, but it's like, is it really worth that liability? Is it really worth that? Like, come on, every time you turn around, this dude is in some type of sex scandal and butthole pleasures and type of shit like that.
I told this story before.
I know nothing about this part.
Yeah, I told this story before. So I apologize if I'm repeating myself. A long time ago, one of my first jobs back when I worked at GameStop, back before when they had a fucking soul, before they were toxic.
Oh God, GameStop. I have
When they
my
had
shit.
EB Games and GameStop.
Oh
It was
God.
it was a Saturday, and I just got paid. Man, this was a minute ago, man. This was like I think 2009 or something shit like that. And so me and the boys, we wanted to go out and get something to eat. And you know how it is, like you just got off work and like you're starving. So it's like, yo, man, I
Of
don't care where
course.
we go. Let's just go somewhere. So we ended up going to like this Applebee's, and it was a Saturday. And what any of us didn't know, was that there was a UFC show, and I couldn't tell you who was fighting because I don't follow UFC like that. But it was a big crowd full of people, because you can watch UFC stuff there. And of course, if there's a show, you can't just sit around; you have to pay. And I was just like, dude, I don't give a shit. Like, just fucking buy whatever. I don't care. I'm hungry. And the show was going on, and we ordered our food, and we had a long wait because it was a big crowd. So I had a few drinks, so I had to go to the restroom and take care of some business. And I'll never forget when I was going to the restroom. It was crowded, right? Because a lot of people. They were still doing the preliminaries, and then by the time I came out the restroom and got back to the table, they had gone through like 4 different matches, and I was like, "Wait, what happened?" And my homeboy was like, "Oh, well, when you went to the restroom, the first match ended in like 30 seconds, like ref stoppage. The second one ended like via submission, like an armbar, and I was just like, "Wait, what?" And that's kind of when I realized, like, UFC is a real sport. So in a real sport, like, you don't know how it's gonna go.
Yeah,
And I was
it's
like,
unpredictable. You like a
yeah,
motherfucker
Like,
can be whipping ass and get kicked in the neck, and he'll be knocked the fuck out.
right.
That's
So
why-
I
look
asked
at
the
Tyson.
server- right. So I
Well,
asked
that's
the
why-
server, I was like, yeah. So I asked the server, I was like, "Excuse me, miss, like, how much is this show? Like, if you just order it regularly?" And she told me, "Oh, we get a discount because we were at this military related restaurant." But I was like, "Okay, but like, if you were a regular everyday person, how much would it be?" And she said, "Oh, like it would be 59 regular, 69 HD." And I was like, "Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me there's people out there that pay $70 for a fight that could potentially
Yeah.
go like fucking 20
Yep.
seconds?" And she was
Yeah.
just like, "I don't know what to tell you, sir." And I was just
Tyson was like
listen,
$100 back in the day.
Hell
right,
yeah!
right.
And
Right.
And that's
those
not
things
even
would go
counting.
like
guess
And that's not
20
even counting the
seconds.
fucking. Go ahead, Dynasty. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that you'd be spending crazy money and you go get a drink and it was over. Like
Right,
Tyson
right,
was
right.
knocking
And I
people out in
appreciate
like
that.
a minute.
Right. I
Yeah, because
appreciate that. I
he's so
respect
right.
that.
Because I don't know, if you're really from that era of Toph. You might be, but you probably like around the time when Tyson was on his way to jail. And
Yeah.
when he
Yeah.
came
No,
out.
no, no.
of
Me
jail.
and Toph are the same age, so yeah.
Yeah, like from before, this dude was a fucking killer. Like we
Yeah.
used to throw. I remember motherfuckers used to throw fight parties, and yeah, the pay per view itself will cost $100, but that's not even counting the fucking the fight party because you gotta get chairs and food and booze and
Yep.
weed, all that other extra shit, motherfuckers.
And I
Yeah, they'll have you
appreciate
little the other fights that's underneath the main event, like on the card. You have other
Yeah, but
shit.
boxing, it's hard to even care about them fights
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah, we
And
motherfuckers
I
want to care because
appreciate
we want to
that, bro.
see
I
Tyson
appreciate
kill.
Yeah, I appreciate that craft, but I guess I'm just a spoiled wrestling fan because I can't fuck with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's one of the positives of being a wrestling fan, regardless of what wrestling company you watch. When you order a pay-per-view, at the very least, you know that you're going to get your money's worth as far as like the matches that you're about to watch are going to get time. You're going to be entertained. There may be a squash here and there, but like the concept of paying like $70 for a fight that goes like 30 seconds, hell no, bro.
There
No.
are
Except,
some,
except for that Goldberg and Brock Lesnar.
but Toph, there are some 5-round classics that are worth the price of admission.
Which one?
Oh, for UFC, yeah, for sure.
Like
Like Connor and Nate.
yeah, Connor and Nate was I think that went 3.
Oh, Greg. Was my dude name Greg McConnell? What's his name? McConnell?
Conor
McGregor.
McGregor?
Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz.
Yeah, they went to war, man.
Robbie Lawler versus McDonald. That was a 5-round classic.
I know about Robbie Lawler. I used to watch UFC from before, but I ain't watched
Yeah,
UFC.
I was more in like the Chuck Liddell days.
I remember
Well,
Robbie.
hell
Lawler.
yeah, the Iceman was a beast with the right hands.
No.
Mhm.
I remember Robbie Lawler's lip at the end of that fight. His lip was.
I heard.
His
I
top lip
heard
was
that like. I'm sorry. You go.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I heard like when Tyson was in his prime, like he was so scary that there's stories of like his opponents like just trying to make up some excuse to not go out there because he's got to kill him or some shit.
This dude,
I think one of his
Tyson-
opponents cried or something.
Like motherfuckers used to say, because number one, this dude Tyson, he used to love fighting giants because he could just get underneath their guard
And just lift them off their feet with that uppercut.
And it was they were saying like, yo, I can't even block this dude punches because those hurt too.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy. Like I can't even block this dude shit. That shit is hurting too. It's like I might as well just get hit.
You understand, man? Remember when I told you when UFC 5 when it was first announced, they announced that Mike Tyson was going to be in it.
Yeah, they got the killer Tyson. I'm thinking it was the up to date. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's not
that Blueface Tyson. They got heavyweight champion Tyson. He was 19 years old, Tyson.
Yeah, I remember hearing he was supposed to be in WWF like a lot sooner, but he lost, right?
Yeah, with Hogan, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I forgot. It was
because they did Saturday Night's Main Event, and Buster Douglas was the referee, but it was supposed to be Tyson.
Because he lost, right?
Right.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. Tyson. This dude Buster Douglas washed this dude Tyson up because remember Tyson didn't train. He was
this dude's mom died like 2 days before the fight too.
You said what?
Buster Douglas' mom died like a week before the fight or something like that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. Here's the story though. Tyson said this story about what was happening the week before the Buster Douglas fight. Did he say?
I see you, my dude.
He said, and I quote.
I see you, man. Like I'm gonna pull you up. Oh. Not you. This fucking guy. You already know who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
This fucking guy over here.
But he said, and I quote, I wasn't concentrated on Buster Douglas. I was fucking too many Japanese women.
Oh shit.
I mean,
Tyson was man.
They literally made the fucking movie The Great White Hype about that.
I mean, do you blame him? He got taken for all of his money by Robin Gibbons and Don King, so he needed.
You sound mad low. You sound mad low.
Yo, Scott. Before you go off, because I know.
Why is always something wrong with your audio?
Because he's outside.
My damn audio.
Yes, it is. Like you got something. You mad low.
Yo, Scott. Before you go off, I want to give a shout outs to Dynasty. Dynasty, I fucking love that movie.
Oh, it's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, The Great White Hype. I don't care what the fucking movie critics
say.
Oh,
hell yeah. That was my shit.
That movie was great, right?
Oh, that movie was funny.
Learn a lot from that
fucking
movie.
Samuel L. Jackson is a Don King character. Money. Fucking gold.
Y'all like that bullshit?
Yeah.
It's campy. It's like it's so bad that it's good.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be taken serious. It was a comedy.
Yeah, that applies to wrestling, politics, and anything because it's like, damn, we don't got anybody. Let's just make someone. Like this is just great.
You kiss my big
Jinder Mahal
bloated Rolls Royce driving ass.
Yo, when he's chasing the fucking ice cream truck, though.
I ain't gonna lie, like I was invested. I was invested in the whole storyline.
I think they didn't get it.
The fight only lasted 30 seconds in the first
round.
He said, "Oh, you trying to embarrass me on TV?"
I think when some movies come out, people just don't get it. But then, like after a couple of years, if you go back and watch, like some movies need to get like re-examined. That movie needs to get.
Oh hell yeah!
I don't care. That was a fucking great movie.
Oh, hilarious!
They should have had a sequel. I'm telling you, they should have had a sequel
from Don King after that. because Samuel Jackson, they went after Don King and Mike Tyson.
Didn't they imply he was like a pedophile or some shit with the pictures or something?
Oh yeah, the manila envelope.
YouTube. That's his views and visions. We don't reflect those visions of Toph the Great. That's what he says.
And Damon Wayans was doing jogging work, but he was just running to the ice cream machine.
Yeah.
Man, who was the guy that I know you know him? Who's the rappers at the end? I'm drawing like a mind blank.
Oh, it was Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I would love to see an entrance like that, like at a WrestleMania or SummerSlam.
I know you didn't ask who Wu-Tang was.
I had a mind blank, dude. I had a moment of weakness.
Moment of weakness.
Come on, man. Wu-Tang love the kids.
So let's see, Art. Did you go on your rant about Becky Lynch tonight?
You know what?
I'm
being cool. I'm being cool tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was under the weather and shit like that, and you guys actually make me feel much better. I don't have phlegm in my system right now. I'm feeling much better.
All right,
so,
then let's talk about something that will make you feel happy.
Bro, you should have went on that rant for Becky's promo that she cut tonight. She was doing some Dr. Seuss type shit.
Yo,
and the reason,
and people, and this motherfuckers, and just saying like, oh, Becky Lynch, she was a great person to beat Tiffany Stratton. I'm like, did that bitch even have a title shot? I mean, a title match? Excuse me, not title match.
No,
North American.
Did she ever defend the title?
She defended it twice. She defended it against one woman, and that was it.
Yeah, they just fed it to Becky Lynch.
Was it more than once?
Just for a fucking because she's the fourth horsewoman that won the NXT Women's Championship. That's why they did it. I'm like, no, they did that shit.
Wait, you guys are talking about that, but no one's mentioned the fact that the North American champion got squashed on Raw last night.
And I'm so fucking sick of these niggas Judgment Day on some real fucking I'm tired. Yo, did y'all notice? Did you motherfuckers notice? Did y'all notice when this dude, fucking Cody Rhodes, he started off the show, right? Yeah, he started off the show. Before this dude started talking on the mic, you just heard Judgment Day's theme music off the kick. He was like, what do you want to talk about?
All right. Monday Night Football, let's go. All right, so.
Damn,
I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And that's the thing, I love Judgment Day. Like, but it's like, it's so unnecessary. It's really unnecessary.
They do, bro. It's what they do. When something gets over, they run it into the fucking ground. You know,
like this dude barely said anything. He said, hey, so guys, what do you want to talk about? I'm like, damn.
Every time I see Judgment Day come on TV, I just think about R yelling at the TV.
Because it's so unnecessary.
You know what's happening? They got to be careful. They got to be careful, and I mean this seriously. I don't mean this like in a shitpost way. They got to be careful because they're going to get right to censor heat. Remember right to censor? Because that was funny at first too, but they used right to censor like they were on Raw, they were on SmackDown, they were on Sunday Night Heat, they were on Jacked. Remember Jacked? They were on everything.
God, fucking Jacked.
Hey Sam, man, it's worse than you. Hey Sam, it's worse than you're describing it.
We're Velocity.
Like before, like before Cody could say, "What do you?" and then the music hit.
Yeah, literally. Like, yo, my dude. Like, I get it. I'm tired of him saying that goofy shit too. But it's like, damn.
But so Salt Lake City, what do you want to do? I was like, oh fuck.
Made me turn to football.
Well, it's gonna get crazier next. Well, it's gonna be worse next week because I told this, and it's been confirmed. Judgment Day is facing Sammy and KO for them tag belts next week.
Oh my God!
Wait.
They better hope. They better pray to God that Monday Night Football sucks.
Wait a
No,
minute.
it's the Eagles.
Cody going for the tag team title?
It's 2 undefeated
No,
teams.
it's
That
Sami-
is
it's
He's
not
Sami
going
gotta
to
Zayn and
finish the
happen.
Kevin
story.
Owens.
He gotta finish the story.
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are getting their rematch for the tag titles next week.
Cody ain't finishing the story. His story got thrown to the meat whacker.
The Rock was like,
Nah,
fuck your
nah.
story.
They made a new
Fuck
belt
your
so we can
story.
have a story.
Yo, Scott, fuck
Man,
you, man. Never
Cody
ending
gonna
story
be
part
catering.
3. Let's go,
honest,
boy.
bro.
Let's go.
Cody
I
gonna
mean,
be
if we
serving
really gonna be
catering for
honest,
almost.
Nah,
I mean, if we
they
really
made a
gonna be
belt for
honest,
Cody.
though, if we really gonna be honest about Cody, though, him and Roman really don't have a story. The only premise
Exactly.
is the only premise is that he lost last year. That's it.
The story
There's
is the
nothing.
title. That's the story.
No,
It
no.
doesn't
What's
Exactly. And
funny
they
is
The
made a
main
title
thing
that
is
looks
that,
just like the
you know,
old title.
what's
you know
funny
what's a
is
funny
Granny
thing?
at her
Yo,
2
check. You know
cents.
what's a fucking funny thing is that you hear these podcasters out here, these popular podcasters out there,
You
saying,
mean
"Oh
the
yeah,
biased one? You mean the
he
biased
brought
one?
Jay Uso, to Raw, so he go to SmackDown." And I'm like, yo, this don't make no fucking sense, you fucking idiots. Like, how can, like, first of all, they're trying to sit there and say now all of a sudden he has political pull. Number one,
Oh, stop.
which makes no fucking sense. How you got a political pull like that? You just came back to WWE. You was a fucking boss somewhere else.
You know
Think
what that
about
is,
it,
right?
R. Think about
You know
it,
what
R.
that is, right,
Two.
Sandman?
They are setting
Number
it up.
two.
They're setting it
Number
up for
two.
Cody.
Number
Hold on.
two.
Let Sandman
Hold on.
finish. Let Sandman finish.
Hold on. Number two. Why does that shit even fucking matter? Y'all motherfuckers been bouncing all over each and every show all the damn time ever since the fucking draft. You got
Because
Judgment Day every fucking where. Do
because
they have
R,
NXT.
like
R, they're pushing Cody and The Rock presidential election 2028. I said it.
Oh my god.
Okay, what?
The question
What that
is,
is,
who's
I'll
going to
tell
be
you
a
what that is,
Republican
bro.
and
I
who's
will
going to be
fly-
a Democrat?
I will
Oh,
fly
Cody is
I will-
absolutely a Democrat.
I will fly to Atlanta to personally slap you in the face, guy.
And wasn't The Rock at the Republican convention back in the day?
Oh, The Rock is definitely a Republican for sure.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Ain't no way you can tell me he's not.
Cody and Dwayne Johnson, presidential 2028.
And when that day happens, I'm going to fly to Atlanta to personally slap you.
Why?
Oh,
I
come
didn't
on, bro.
I didn't come up with it. I just said
Oh, come
You
on,
put it-
bro.
you
They
put
had-
it-
You literally just did.
Bro, listen.
You
Bro,
put
listen.
it in the atmosphere. You put it in the atmosphere, which means you
Bro,
deserve to get slapped.
listen. Bro, listen.
No,
They put Donald
but just
Trump
think
in the
about
White
it.
House.
Imagine
The
a
Rock and Cody
debate
can't
with
do no
them
work.
if they just decide.
Oh, The
to
Rock
use
is
government.
absolutely going to be president one day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think so.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't
Oh.
be surprised if The Rock ended up being president. I wouldn't
Oh,
be surprised.
Especially in the era of the influencer.
Or that
Yeah.
would be the first presidential election where both candidates have theme music as they walk in. I can see all the Democrats going, whoa.
The Rock
God.
says. The Rock says.
Like Cody comes out like, so South Carolina.
Can he still do the people's eyebrow? He don't do the people's eyebrow anymore.
No, he doesn't.
He
His
doesn't.
eyebrows are gone.
He doesn't
Yeah, I was
have
gonna
any
say, does he even have eyebrows?
hair. Rock don't have no
Who's
eyebrows. He don't even have hair. Come on,
Who
he
saw
don't
The
have.
Rock?
Yo,
Who's on The Rock?
Ballet is a mess. Look what Ballet said, Black.
What's up?
Little black
Watch this.
Oh Lord.
Like we forgot, the Rock
I
Don't
didn't
be
say
touching my
the Rock
man.
is 52.
I didn't say it this week.
I don't think anybody did, but
The question is, if The Rock becomes president, will they need bigger security? Because I'm just saying, the security they got kind of small, and he's already small, so they need some bigger security.
Right.
He's got his own.
Right.
Yeah,
And if The Rock becomes the president, he's going to come back to WWE, and they're going to change the Money in the Bank briefcase to cash in on The Rock to become the new president of the United States.
oh man.
That would be so WWE.
Oh man.
So let's talk about something positive. So we all
Why not?
tracking.
Yeah.
Jade Cargill has signed with WWE.
Yeah.
She's
It's
gonna go
official?
to the
Rest of
performance
I know they
center.
paying a whole lot of money too.
It's
I know
about
they
to
paying
be.
a whole lot of money.
Hey,
Now-
I got a question about that.
What's her name going to be?
Go ahead.
Is it going
Go
to
ahead,
be
you can-
Jade
Exactly.
Storm?
that's it right there. What is
No,
her?
I
What
I like
is
imagine
that
it's
name,
gonna-
Jade Storm. I like that.
I imagine she'll
Nah, it
keep
sounds
her
too much
name,
like James Storm, so no, I'm good.
I
Well, fuck
imagine
James
she'll.
Storm. He ain't
I
shit.
agree, but yeah,
My prediction.
you can't just
is
go that fucking
she'll
close
keep her
to it.
name.
Nah, I'm playing around. I like
think-
James
I
Storm. I'm
think-
just playing. I like
I
James.
think she will keep her name to appeal to more people from AEW.
Yep.
Well,
Because
she better copyright it before WWE steals it.
if you let them keep,
But
if you let
isn't
them
that her
keep
real
their-
name though? J. Cog, isn't it her real name?
Even if it is her
Sandman
real
just
name, she
came up-
still
Yeah,
needs
you
to
know what? You
copyright.
right. You all
Not
right.
'cause you married.
if you let them keep their name and you let them keep their presentation, then it'll be more attractive to the wrestlers
Sandman
on the
just
other
came
side.
up with the comment
Yeah.
of the week. When Toph brought up James Storm, he's like, man, fuck James Storm.
I'm
Oh,
just
Yeah,
playing. I fuck with
Impact,
James
Ring
Storm.
of
That's my
Honor,
dude.
Impact, Ring of Honor, New Japan, whatever. All the other companies, they'll go through like the random name change. But I think if anybody from AEW jumps over, I think they're going to keep their name just for that reason, just to make it look more appealing, more attractive.
Since AJ, that nobody's really changed if they had a name going in.
Well, AJ
Right.
owned his name, so they couldn't.
AJ
Right,
owns
but
his
Joe
name.
came in.
AJ need to hook up Jay Cog.
Like the only one that came in and changed his name, had a name, was
That dude AJ
LA
got
Knight.
some good lawyers. AJ needs to stop playing and let Jay Cargill use his lawyer.
But I talked about this on the private
Because how the
chat.
fuck did this dude end up keeping his name, AJ Styles? He
He
got a hell of a
probably got
lawyer.
a
That
copy.
dude is
He probably
Jewish.
got a copy written.
No,
That motherfucker, his lawyer's like a 65-year-old Jewish dude.
I talked
probably
about
got
this
that.
with
AJ probably got a
TKO.
shit copy written. Because AJ's is technically his real name too.
Right.
no,
Yeah.
no,
I
who's
talked
Sandman?
about this with TKO on our private chat. If Jay's going to WWE, and I'm calling this shit right now. Okay, so September 19th, 2023. What episode number is
Oh
this?
shit! I know where this is going.
Yeah,
Well,
I know where he's going with it. I know where he's going with it
This
too.
right here, this episode, I didn't label this episode because you just
At least I
up.
think I know where he's going with it. Good.
All right, so like I said it here first. If Jade is going WWE, it's just a matter of fucking time before Charlotte gets the fuck out of there. She is going to leave.
Yeah.
Charlotte is
Wow, I
collateral
was not
damage.
expecting that.
You're gonna go to AEW and stalk this
Charlotte
dude.
is
There
Charlotte is
is
collateral
no
damage, and I'll tell you
chance.
why. She's collateral damage, and I'll tell you why. Because everything about Charlotte, everything about her character, everything about her look, Jade does it better. And
Yeah,
it's
Jade's a better version.
Ooh,
Yeah,
bye-bye,
Jade's a better version of
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
right, and
Yep.
she's black, so she's more marketable. So once she gets to the main roster, look at the girls now.
I was about
right?
to say something so wrong.
Charlotte
anytime you
is
have-
got to
I was
be
about to say
Anytime you
something
have a
wrong.
wrestler go from let me cook. Anytime you have
Okay.
a wrestler, a big name, go from one company to another, people are so focused on that. People need to also focus on, wait a minute, when you have a big wrestler from one company go to another company, someone in that other company is going to lose their spot. So look at the girls right now, and there isn't that many because they're not doing a good job with the women's division. But look at the girls right now who are in a top prominent spot. Rhea's going to be all right. No one's like Rhea. Bianca's going to be all right.
Charlotte ain't
No one's
going
like
nowhere.
Bianca. Io's going to be all right. No one's like Io. But when I look at the girls right now who are most at risk is Charlotte and Bailey. Mostly Charlotte. Because everything that Charlotte brings to the table,
I would say
Jade
mostly
does.
Bailey.
I'll say
I think
mostly
Bailey is
Becky.
I think Bailey is in more trouble than Charlotte.
Nah, Becky's the one that should be in trouble.
No, Charlotte's in trouble, and I'll tell you why. Charlotte's in trouble because, as we know, you've been watching WWE for any period of time. God fucking forbid we have a WrestleMania that doesn't have anything to do with fucking Charlotte Flair. So if Jade goes to WWE, then you know the WrestleMania match is going to be Jade versus Bianca, and the other match is going to be Becky versus Rhea, which is going to leave Charlotte with nothing to fucking do, which means you're going to get one of two options. Number one, she's going to try to weasel herself into one of those matches again, or number two, she's going to have a temper tantrum again, and then probably quit or leave. So it's just a matter of time, bro. It's just you heard it here first.
Yep.
What I was about
I don't think that history fit.
But she'll get 17 before that happens.
I'm gonna say this one thing real quick. I'm gonna let you go after me, Dynasty. What I was gonna say is that I don't know if those history I don't know if those history fits is gonna work now because as you can see,
new owners.
yeah, like WWE when it comes
no
to
loyalty.
when it comes to the women, as you can see, they're starting to get more stars little by little.
These
And
hoes ain't loyal.
Charlotte Flair's only getting older. Like they're not trying to heal that history fit and shit all the damn time. They're gonna get tired of her, especially since who knows? They probably tired of her already. She's probably the one that's been demanding to not be on TV like that anymore. When they really want her to be on TV more.
But this is what
Yeah,
they
'cause she
get
don't want a
for
job.
overpush. But this is what happens when you overpush somebody.
But
Yeah,
but
why-
yeah,
Why
Who
would
she
she
have?
only be 13?
But she
14 or
barely,
15 right
let's
now.
really be real, she's barely there. She really is. You know what I mean?
Charlotte
Oh, she
Flair-
barely has a match. Like from before, she used to, you know what I mean, work and all that shit. When she started
Well, yeah,
getting
she's
her
older.
elective surgeries, that's when she wasn't around like that.
Bro, all of her injuries are basically her surgeries malfunctioning. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
she
Like,
turned
who
into
get-
them
like,
dudes that ate the
Like,
99
bro,
cent
who
burger.
decides? Nah, but bro,
She's
who
not friends with.
decides
That's the
like-
real reason why she's not friends with Becky, because Becky called her plastic, which is true.
She is plastic.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
for sure.
like what woman do you know that gets? What woman do you know has gotten sidelined due to a pop titty? Come on now.
First, I was
forgot about that one.
titties. But the moment
Those
she,
titties.
but the moment she changed her
Pop those
jawbone,
titties.
I was like, I'm done.
Yeah,
What I was
that
about
Yeah,
to
was-
say-
I maintain that though. You heard it here first. She's the one that's going to be on the chopping block. She's either going to get cut or she's going to quit. It's not going to
But
happen.
she's going to get
now,
to 17 before
obviously.
that happens.
Yeah.
When I was-
It's not going to happen now, but it's going to be an issue this time next year or the year after next. Within the next year and a half, she's gone. She's going to
Yo,
see the
Toph.
writing on the wall. She's going to see that Jade is everything she wishes she could be. She's going to see that, okay, I'm fucking collateral damage here. And she's going to
Just
fucking
don't
walk.
put Jade in one of those fucking robes, and I'm good.
Yo, Toph. What I was about to say was that when you said that Jade is black and I was about to say Triple H, what the fuck?
Oh,
I
Lord.
wouldn't be surprised if Triple H want to smash them cheeks. She
Because
might
if you remember on
chokeslam him,
NXT
though.
when she started,
Yeah.
before any of this craziness, her whole catchphrase was genetically superior. Like, okay, you're not genetically superior than Jade, though. Like, you're not. And that match with Tessa and her biggest bargaining chip is gone because
Check this
the
out.
big money match was the match of Tessa Blanchard, which is never going to happen.
Jade's the type of girl I ask her to open the jar of pickles for me. Like,
Say what?
see, can you open this?
Listen, I just want to say one thing about Jade Cargill, though, and what they do with her. Don't rush her. She
They're
needs to be
not,
more.
But
She needs
but
to be more polished in the ring. Do not
But they
rush
do
her.
need
Yeah.
that. They do need that.
What you saying is
WrestleMania money
put her in
match.
NXT?
Do
No,
not
I'm
give her
saying
the
keep her
Bianca
in the
push.
They don't necessarily have to put her on NXT. Just keep her in the Performance Center for like a little bit, like to a year or 6 months. Have her polished in the
Put her in
ring,
NXT.
and then bring her up.
Well, first, I'm going to give her flowers. Her match with Statlander, her last match on Rampage, that was the best match she's ever had. It was very good.
Because they
Yeah,
finally
because she's
made
learning.
her.
She had
they,
time to fucking
She's
prepare for
learning.
it.
they
Yeah,
finally
she's
gave
actually
her
learning.
power
That's
move.
the thing. And I've
She
noticed
got
she's been
chokeslam.
learning. I noticed she's been learning when she had the TBS belt, like towards the end of her reign. She was learning.
Yeah, she
No,
learned to slow
Yeah,
down.
she wasn't
That's the
good
key.
at all.
Now she's good. She's been getting. I see the improvement in her without question. But I'm just
It's
saying,
the
in general,
chokeslam.
don't rush her.
She needs
And I
more to
said-
be on that top
And I
level. Yeah.
said it.
I
And I
wouldn't even
said it
have
on the
a.
last
I would do
episode.
this. This is what I would do. Jade Cargill. This is my thing. The only reason. All right, check this out. The
Send
only
it down with
reason
Natty for like 6
they
months.
should have Jade Cargill come out right. Hold on, Dynasty. Give me a second. The only reason why they should bring out Jade Cargill right now is if they already have a plan for her that they know is foolproof, that is guaranteed to work. Like if y'all, give me 1 second, y'all.
Don't hurt Smokey.
Know what?
No, I was
Valid
gonna
answer.
say, hold on, wait. Give me,
Go ahead,
sorry
go
about that, y'all.
No,
Now,
you good.
yeah. Now, like I was saying, right? That's the only way they could be able to bring her out right now if they have a plan in place that's foolproof. But if not, save her for next year. I
Yeah.
would have her
Yeah.
debut. This is what I would do. I might be crazy, but fuck it, I'm jumping out the window with this shit. I would have her debut in the Women's Royal Rumble and win that shit. Just dominate.
Ooh.
No, what she should.
I don't know about when that. Nah.
What she
I don't know if
should.
Do
I
that
have
right
her
away.
win.
Don't do
Because
that.
really think of
Definitely
it. Really think of it. Who should win?
I
Wait,
don't
hold on,
know.
hold on,
Who should win the
Sandman.
Women's
Before
Royal
you go
Rumble?
into
And
that,
not only
I'm gonna
that,
are
be
you saying
honest.
you don't
go ahead,
want
go
her
ahead,
to
go
go in
ahead.
NXT? Well, my question I was going to ask you was: Are you saying that she bypasses NXT?
Yeah.
She's
Have
they
her,
they
Yeah,
have
have
her,
yeah. I'll give
have
you
her in the
that, but I don't know
PC and
about winning
just
the Rumble.
train. Have her in the PC and just train. Like, because really
I
think
would
of it,
have
right?
her. Yeah,
No. What she should do? What she should do is that she should lose the Rumble. She should be a part of the Final Four and lose the Rumble. But
I would have
what
her
she,
dominate the
no. But
Rumble
what
and
she
become
should
Yeah,
Whoever
champion.
she loses
dominate.
to,
Yeah, but
that's a
not winning.
WrestleMania match.
Right.
But
Exactly.
what she should do is that she should dominate the champion. She should pull a Shayna Baszler and absolutely dominate the living fuck out of every single woman.
I don't
in
know. I don't know if I agree with her skipping
that chamber.
NXT.
So
A little cooking
so
doesn't hurt.
I got
I
the
don't want her.
angle.
Like I said, I don't want her to rush too early. Don't rush her this early.
She don't
Right,
have
but
to
if
be in
she's
no
gonna be
title
NXT,
match.
she's gonna have to dominate.
But
TKO.
I got an angle. She comes to the Royal Rumble. Everybody's shocked. She does her thing. Her first target will be Bianca Belair. After she takes out Bianca Belair, you got a whole month worth angle. The angle will be Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill got issues because Jade Cargill is getting the eye from Montez Ford. Now, I'm not saying Montez Ford is going to cheat on his wife.
Why do you want to put Montez?
I'm with it, but you can't do it right off the bat.
Why do you
Why
want to put
not?
Montez in this?
Why not?
She ain't ready for that spot yet.
What other
Exactly.
black woman? What other black man going to come after her? Ricochet? You don't. Samantha, whoever her name is, ain't going.
Samantha
after
Irvin
her.
will die.
Exactly.
What's up with your
Mania spot right
internet,
away.
TKO? You good over there? Like,
But
your internet got a
honestly,
seizure.
That's
honestly,
not me.
if you think about it,
You keep leaving and coming back.
Montez
Yeah,
Ford in
it's
shape,
where I'm at. That's why.
Jade
That's
Cargill's in superior shape, and I could see her just flirting with Bianca.
Oh, I could
with
see that
Montez
for
Ford
sure.
just to piss off Bianca Belair.
Here's a better.
And then Bianca
Well, how did we
Belair.
get? What are you talking about? How did we get here? What's
Yeah.
up with super sex scandals in WWE and AEW? You always be like, this will always be like, yeah, I know you having sex with that chick. I know that chick is a slut.
I
Why
didn't
though?
say having sex. I said make her jealous. You got to
tell
give
the
them a
truth.
reason for the fight each
Tell
other.
the
I'm gonna say
truth.
something
Your
wrong at the
favorite.
end.
Tell the truth. Your favorite storyline was when Kurt Angle went after Booker T's wife. Wasn't it?
Nah, I love that story.
Oh.
That
Kurt Angle was
storyline was funny as
Kurt
hell.
Angle was
I
on
thought you was
that.
gonna say Rusev,
Yeah.
Lana, and Bobby Lashley.
Nah,
Oh,
He
Kurt
was
God.
like,
Angle.
Booker,
I will
I
never
want to have
talk about
sex with
that.
your wife. Not
Bestiality.
regular sex, bloody bestiality sex.
Nigga said perverted
And
sex.
if you think about it, Kurt Angle really could fight. He looked like he could fight in real life. So it was kind of believable that a crazy white boy want to go after Booker T's wife. Because if
Kurt
you look
Angle,
at it,
B. That dude,
Kurt
Kurt
Angle
Angle,
was
yo,
off
from
the
before
Here's
he
the story.
suplex you on the ground.
Now
Here's
that
the
was
story that I would.
now that was the beginning stages of Perk Angle right there.
Oh,
You saw
yeah.
the way he cut those promos on Charmel. Jesus.
No. The beginning of Perk. The true beginning of Perk Angle was when
Was
he
the
did
mouthpiece.
was when he did that front flip to Abyss at TNA.
Nah, that's way before that. That's way before
Well,
that.
that's definitely
Yeah.
before that.
Way
that
before
front
that.
flip- But that
Perk
front flip
Angle,
was clean.
I would
That
say
flip
like the
was clean,
origins
though.
is when
Whenever he threw on the
got down
mouthpiece.
with WWE CW.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You know what I
That was
mean?
the
He put in
prototype run. That was the prototype run. That's what that was. The
that was like the
thing.
beginning stages.
Oh my
This dude
God.
was a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Because he was doing those little weird promos. Like they were doing these weird promos where he was like talking to a wall and there was like no music and he was like super intense for no reason. And he was like, I need to beat you, RVD. I need to become the ECW champion. And you'd be like,
And he
yeah.
never
Like,
did.
yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's Kurt Angle said would do for no reason.
And he
Like,
never did.
I was like, what the fuck?
I'm shocked he never won that ECW belt. That's the crazy thing. So
Yeah.
No, he was supposed to. He was supposed
Well,
to
he
be
left.
Benoit, but Benoit died.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
thought
that
it
was before that.
He ended
No,
up
that was
leaving and going
before
to
then.
TNA.
Yeah,
Oh,
because he left right away when ECW first started. He was like a month in, and he was gone.
Yeah.
That was why. That's what people forget. That's the real reason why ECW fucked up. It wasn't because they were trying in the beginning, like it was destined to fail. But
That was Heyman.
Vince really did try in the beginning. But what happened was every time he had a plan for somebody, that person fucked up. Originally, he wanted to focus the brand on Kurt, but Kurt had his painkiller issues, and so they had
He
to
went to
release
Big
him.
Show.
And then after that, it was
And then the big,
RVD.
and then
Remember, it was RVD. But then RVD, he got in trouble with the Sabu. Remember?
Yeah.
The DUI.
Drugs.
Yeah.
He got
The
the
DUI.
DUI. Right. And then it was Big Show. And then Big Show was going to be used. The fans wanted it to be Punk
Sabu.
that beat him.
Oh yeah, Punk.
But then
Oh,
they
they beat
had
him. Yeah,
Lashley. Yeah, but
I
then they had
remember-
Lashley do it. They had Lashley
Yep.
beat Show, and fans didn't like that because I think Heyman had booked for Punk to
Punk
eliminate
was supposed to
Show
win
in the chamber, like the
Yep.
first 5 minutes in. But then Vince
yeah,
vetoed
but
that.
there was no way for Punk to beat Show in the chamber to make it look believable. Let's be real.
No, but
I know. And
I
then when he
remember-
gave up, when he gave up officially was when the Benoit thing happened. That was when he gave up because they were
I
going to give the belt
remember
to Benoit.
when-
I thought Punk was going to beat Benoit and win the belt that way, honestly.
No, he
Like,
was
I
going to lose to
remember-
Benoit.
You know,
He was
you knew it was dead.
Yeah, he's gonna lose a Benoit. Yeah,
I remember when that DUI
that's
happened,
you, Scott.
and he said, like they got pulled over, and then like you can hear in the background RVD say like, "Yo, I'm RVD," and then the cop said like, "So who's the guy sitting next to you?" He's like, "Oh, I'm Sabu." I was like, "Oh fuck."
Oh, God.
Yeah, but you knew it was dead when between WrestleMania and SummerSlam, the combined time for the ECW title was less than a minute.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You had
I mean-
Kane and Chavo, and then you had Mark Henry versus Matt Hardy.
Whose idea?
Both
whose
for less
idea-
than a minute.
Terrible. Terrible.
Seriously,
And Tommy Dreamer.
seriously.
Tommy
whose
Dreamer
idea-
won that
whose
title,
idea
too.
was? Whose idea was to put December to Dismember in Atlanta?
Oh.
fucking-
Oh, Jesus. That
In
paper
Atlanta?
was terrible.
That's where it was?
Yeah,
It
I
was,
didn't know it was in
Oh.
Atlanta either.
I didn't know it was in Atlanta either. I got a
Yeah,
better
it was
question.
in
Whose idea? I got a better idea. Whose idea was to make it an Elimination Chamber weapons match?
Oh.
It
That
could have
sounds
worked.
like a Shane McMahon match to me.
That
On
could've
some
worked,
real shit,
but-
that could have worked if it was back in the day. Like I think that match came out and it wasn't at the right time because from before it definitely would have worked like in the mid-90s.
Bro, it was
It could have worked if we didn't have Hardcore Holly and Test in it.
no,
Oh,
it would
God.
have worked if
The fact
Oh.
that Tess was even in a title shot picture was
the
depressing.
part that
I got a
sucks
better
about-
question. They could what the hell was I think Tess was taking the same thing that fucking
Oh, he was
Kurt
definitely on
taking,
HGS.
He was because he
Yeah.
looked way too jacked. That dude Tess looked way too jacked.
Yeah, Tess
Yeah.
looked like a monster.
The part that
That-
sucks the most about all
Those
this.
steroids depressed him.
Now he looked like that Nemesis T virus from Resident Evil. Good lord.
Well,
Yeah,
it could be
remember
what's
it was
happened with
one time- I
Tomko.
remember it was one time this dude, Tess caught who caught the sliding big boot? I think it was Rob Van Dam. He caught him with that sliding big boot, and then he did his tone. He was like, "Whoa!" And man,
Yeah.
snot came out of his nose. I'm like, "You a disgusting motherfucker."
I ain't gonna hold, but I ain't gonna hold you.
Sucks.
But I ain't gonna hold you. Tess had the best big boot in the business, without question.
Yeah,
yeah.
he was sliding across the ring with that big boot.
The part
Yeah,
that
that
sucks the
shit was
most
wild.
is that Shane McMahon had an idea, and the original idea was supposed to be a sci-fi was never supposed to be the
Yeah,
airing
it's supposed to be on .com, yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be on WWE 24/7. Yeah,
He predicted
I
streaming.
missed
He
WWE
predicted
24/7.
streaming.
like that was supposed to be the original NXT.
Yo, you right though. Like I'm telling, oh man, WWE 24/7. That was WWE on demand.
Yep, classes on the man. Yep.
He predicted.
It was ahead of their
Shane
time
predicted
with that
streaming.
shit.
Yeah,
Especially
Shane
with them round
predicted
tables,
streaming.
yo.
He knew what direction it was going to go in, and he also told Vince to buy UFC. I remember that, and Vince said no.
And Vince didn't like Shane McMahon having a better mind than him, so he gave him the boot. I really want to know what went down at home when they used to sit at that big dinner table and discuss about the future of wrestling.
Like I tell you what Vince told Shane. Fuck you.
Sounds about yeah, that sounds about right.
Fuck you, pal.
I'm gonna pick my son-in-law because
I know
And
the
stop
moment.
sweating on my table, Shane. You sweat too much. You keep sweating on my table, Shane.
I know the moment where Shane said "fuck this" and he was out. I know that WWE's never
What's
talked
that?
about it, but
Nobody slandering Test. It was a fact. This dude, Rob Van Dam with a big boot and mad snot came out of his nose. It's not slander. It's true.
Do you know the reason why his name is Test?
Yeah.
I love my testicles.
No, not that part.
Because he was so juiced up that he couldn't pass the test.
Yeah, he could never have
Yo,
Damn,
we
that's
love
all.
Test though. I'm sorry. We love Test, but that shit was funny. I'm sorry.
You want to know what gets Test?
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man.
No, but seriously.
Yo, before we get up out of here, I'm pulling up tomorrow, B. Fuck that. We got Grand Slam tomorrow too. We got
Grand Slam is tomorrow.
Sloppy
Shit.
Joe going for the title.
No, but who remembers?
Wait, who's going for title?
Sloppy
Joe is.
MJF versus Samoa Joe for the
Oh,
AEW.
Yeah, you know Samoa Joe right before us fat people out here. I'm going for Samoa Joe all the way.
I'm going for him, but he ain't winning that shit. There ain't no chance.
Maybe
But
they
before
do
we
need
go,
Samoa Joe don't have to win. He just had to cripple him.
Hey,
No, but before we go, I want everybody on this channel to watch the Mirko Cro Cop versus Alberto Del Rio MMA match.
No, what you need to do, what's that? Oh,
When Mirko Cro Cop basically head kicked Alberto Del Rio's head clean off in front of the world.
And then after that,
I know Topher loved that shit. He can't
Alberto Del Rio was
stand.
wearing. Alberto Del Rio
we got to correct Black Star for the round table. It's Alberto Del Dipshit here, sir.
nice.
Oh God!
Well,
I'll never forgive WWE for. I'll never forgive WWE for over pushing that guy.
I'm about to go look for a hot pocket.
Nah,
I'm gonna do the same after we get off of here.
bro. I'll never forgive WWE.
Just want the hot pockets. You already know. Get those dilly witches from the stove.
Man,
But
listen,
remember that head
I
kick.
miss New York. New
I'm
York,
never
I
gonna
used to
forgive
I used to get
WWE for
I
over
used to get
pushing
the
that guy.
foot-long paws hot pocket at the corner store.
Well,
Yeah,
what I'll say about Del Dipshit is when they first brought him in at that time, okay, because it's easy to talk shit in hindsight. At that time, when they brought him in, he was different from any other person on the roster. He was like a hybrid of like JBL, Orton, Eddie, all rolled up into one. The limo, the pyro.
He was different. I give you that. He was definitely different, but he was
The ring
overpushed.
announcer made him.
He was.
Way too overpushed.
They made two mistakes, and I know and again, like I'm putting my own bias aside here because I don't give a shit about him higher. They made two mistakes with Del Rio. Number one, he should have beat Edge at Mania, even though Edge ended up retiring. He should have beat Edge. That was the first mistake. And number two, when they finally put the WWE belt on him, nobody gave a shit because Punk did the pipe bomb, and he was the most honest thing in the company.
Hot. Yeah,
so it was too late.
They put the belt on him at the wrong time. Number one, but you know why I'm not mad. You know why I'm not mad that he didn't win the title from Edge, because quite frankly, the guy was a one-trick pony at that time.
Yeah,
He was.
All he was his ring announcer.
All
He
he
was,
was
and then what they
one word
this is
punk.
all he was.
and,
Bro,
and
check
then
this
what
out.
they
He was
This is
a
did
all he
one
was
word
was.
pony.
they took
He was
away
his ring announcer
everything
and
that
then his
made him
arm
special.
bar.
They
That's
took
it.
away the limo, they took away the pyro, they took
They
away
changed his
Ricardo, they took
music.
away did he have a scarf too? I forgot he did have a
Yeah,
scarf. They
he
even
Yeah, he
they
had
did.
a
even took that
scarf.
away.
Took
Then
away
and
his
then they put
suit.
him with fucking Zeb.
Oh yeah,
Like
Zeb
all
Coulter.
they
Yeah.
gave him,
Oh
all they
God.
gave him was C. That's all he
Let's
had
Why
was
did
not
the
the
let's
word
not remind
C. Remember that shit?
everybody
We used
about
to have the
that
Yo,
conversation.
Coulter
Yeah.
C,
faction.
what
C,
was that
C.
fucking faction with Wade Barrett and Rusev and all
Oh
them?
God, the
the
League
League
of
of
World
Leadership.
Leadership.
Nations?
Yeah, that was
Oh
The League of
terrible.
Jesus.
Nations.
That
the
was
League of
that was the
Bums.
Oh,
The
coffin.
League of
bums,
Nations.
the other League of Bums,
That was the coffin.
for
Like, why
sure.
would
They're
you?
the best
What?
they can do was pick up a group that caused World War II, the League of Nations. Good job, WWE.
Bro,
Yo,
what
They
they
can't be
did,
And they
worse
all
than
got
bro,
back to
WCW doing the
normal.
Ultimate
bro,
Solution.
bro, you
Yo,
want to know what
Sandman.
they did? They basically
I
copied what
remember
they
that
did
too.
in one of the video games and
No,
scrapped
that's
it.
just as bad as the union to go against the corporation.
Union.
Oh, the Union.
No. The worst.
Union.
But hold
The
on, what else?
When
What
they
else
had
is
Soldier
going
Brother.
on at Grand Slam? Who else is fighting on Grand Slam tomorrow?
Saraya versus Tony Storm for the women's belt.
Pittsburgh match.
Mox
Yeah,
and
I'm good.
Mox is facing Phoenix as well.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Also,
heard this
Will
little
he
Moss got,
bleed?
I heard Moss got arthritis now, man. He needs to really be easy, man.
Yeah, he had the body of a 70-year-old. That's what he said.
Yeah, he
yeah,
needs to really relax now.
they
Man.
Oh
also got two more matches: Jericho versus Sammy Guevara, and they got Claudio versus Eddie Kingston.
That's
For
gonna
the-
be
Oh
a,
yeah, title
for
for
the-
title. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's probably the main
yes,
that's gonna be
Scott.
the one right there.
Tomorrow's
Yeah.
your boy's night, Scott. I'm over Kingston too. Kingston needs
Oh,
to win.
Kingston winning it for sure.
Kingston winning.
Kingston's
Basically,
definitely winning. If he
basically-
doesn't,
Yeah, Scott. Finally. Remember, this dude Scott was rooting for this dude ever since. Go ahead, talk your shit, Scott. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead,
Here's
Scott.
the
Yeah.
thing. If Kingston wins, they might have to do a curveball and let MGF win. Because I have a feeling if Kingston wins, his pop will be bigger than Samoa Joe's.
Oh God! See, I give you the fucking platform. You say
it probably will. I would actually agree. I'm not even gonna lie.
Hell
I'd
no.
actually agree.
No, if
No,
Samoa
what?
Joe wins the world
If
title, are you
Samoa
kidding me?
Joe
No, not
wants to
if
beat
he-
MJF tomorrow, he will explode.
Yeah.
The AEW. What?
here's
Nah,
the problem.
Nobody will be
There's
expecting
nobody's
that.
gonna see that
And
coming.
then he'll be a double champion. What?
If he,
Here's the
nah,
problem,
but
though. Here's the problem, though, and nobody's really talking about it. Is that AEW is putting up way too many three huge shows in 1 month.
Well, at least one's on a Dynamite.
They're feeling the heat.
yeah, plus they're not gonna give you a bunch of pay-per-views like WWE does. They're doing free shows. This one's on Dynamite, so
It's
I'm
all out
good
Yeah,
with this.
no, but according to reports, they're saying that they're about to have that when it comes to the pay-per-views. They're gonna have that
Yeah, they're gonna put it on Max.
schedule.
Well, yeah, because they're gonna try to be on a streaming service.
It's
Yeah,
supposed to be
they-
10 bucks a month.
They're
I like it.
trying to go to Max next year, and
It's
I'm
supposed to
all
be 10 bucks a
for it.
month. I like that.
I'm with that for sure. Yeah.
It's supposed to be $10 a month. I like that. And they're gonna have NBA on there too.
I
like
hope.
it.
Yeah, they
that's what
basically
they
just building their
do.
content. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So they can have
Actually-
a lot of content when AEW has their own tier on Max. They building the library.
Because Peacock wants the NBA as well, and I kind of like the direction those two companies are going in.
I don't like Peacock at all, but I hope. But I'll
Nah,
definitely.
Peacock is good. Pause.
Peacock. Not when it comes to NBA. It needs to go back to NBC. Wait,
Yeah, that's Peacock.
My bad.
Yeah, that's Peacock.
They got all those shows. They got all those NBC shows.
Yes, it needs to happen. Then
Yeah.
they gotta go to the Peacock. We need.
I don't have
Yeah.
much to add. All I'll say is when I use Peacock to watch the WWE shows, I never get any lag like I got from the network. So that's good.
Yeah, exactly. That's definitely a fact.
I never.
It's gonna be $10 a month. You can't beat that.
Well, maybe
You
it's
just didn't
me.
realize it. It was just
Well, maybe it's just me because I haven't paid for a show to watch a pay-per-view in years. So
And that's what makes it better. Like, when these dudes AEW go on Max, hopefully they have the same streaming service where you could just not pay like how what the network is doing, but have their own type of tiers where it could be more affordable. You know what I'm saying? It only makes sense.
I guarantee you, day one, it's going to be a shitload of lag. Day one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's gonna be
always
fucked
is.
up at first. They got to figure it out at first.
Okay, never mind. Or we'll let Samoa Joe have his moment.
Shit, that ain't gonna happen.
I'm just afraid. I think the fans will really be more happy about.
Yo, you sound mad far away, my dude. I can't hear you.
I don't think MJF is losing to Joe, but if he does, I won't be mad if Joe wins the title.
No,
But I
I'm not
keep
gonna
on-
be mad, but
I'm telling you.
And that's and on some real shit. On some real, let's go there. I'll go there.
Okay.
The whole bromance shit. MJF don't need to have the belt for that storyline. He don't need it.
it's going somewhere else. It's the best friend storyline.
If Adam Cole didn't win it all in, then it is what it is. Like,
It's
y'all can have
going
the
to
bromance
Orange Cassidy.
Oh God.
Yo, I will stop watching AEW forever.
I'm
if they
telling
do that.
you right
I
now.
swear to God, I will.
Look, he's got his best friends, and I got mine.
Nah.
Oh God.
If
I
that
love
happens,
if
I
Orange
see.
I'm
telling
Cassidy
you.
wins the world
Clever.
title, I would love to. I want to see him win just to see the wrestling community explode.
first
That's
I'm
just,
flying.
that's
And I love
I-
Orange Cassidy, but no.
I have an idea.
First
Idea
things
of where they
first.
could go. I'm not sure if
First
they're going to
things
go
first,
that
I'm
way though.
flying to Jacksonville and I'm slapping Tony Khan. Then I'm flying to Atlanta. I'm slapping Cody Rhodes.
Damn, you like to slap niggas. Like, you just want to just fly all over the. Like, that's a.
Hey, gotta show the pip hand. Gotta show the pip hand is strong.
I got an
Slap
idea.
them
Sam, man.
all.
I got an idea, Sam, man. Tell me how this sounds. Joe beats MJF. He becomes the champion, right? He gets a little brief run or something like that. Let MJF sell the defeat for a bit. Have Joe kill him or whatever. Then he gets a run, and then either at Full Gear or Revolution next year, or Winter is Coming. Let's say Winter is Coming. That's more believable. All right. Winter is Coming. You do Joe and Cole, right? Because Cole wants to avenge MJF, his friend. Okay.
Right.
Is he
Cole
gone?
beats Joe, and he becomes the AEW champion, right? And then
He never
MJF
brings up
comes
Jacob's
back.
match.
Right, but
No,
then
I'm
MJF comes
all
back.
for it. That sounds
Right,
good.
right.
Okay.
But then MJF comes back, right? And he's like,
After the
"Hey,
war
bro,
of
thanks."
2024?
Right. So MJF comes back, right? And he's like, "Hey, bro, I really appreciate you fighting for me. I really appreciate you, fighting for my honor. And you took out Joe for me. But I did lose that title. I never got my rematch, right? MJF did give Cole the rematch, right? So when MJF asked for the rematch, Cole says, "Actually, fuck you. No." There, that could be the story, like as a kind of slow heel turn,
I'd be down for that.
Check the
I
big
like that.
brain on the birthday boy,
I
huh?
like it. I'd be down for that.
I like that.
Nice.
I like that hit, man.
I
Nice.
like that.
Salute.
You have been calling a double heel turn between those two for a while,
Yeah.
like a double.
Yeah,
turn.
because the
So
story-
I'm
the
down
story
for that.
was-
right now. I'm telling you, it's the main reason why I agree with this dude is right now that MJF don't need the belt. Like, if you don't pull a trigger on Joe right now, he's never gonna get that belt. It won't even
No,
matter.
it's
Right
not.
now, Samoa Joe is red hot.
But it just
He's
came out of
red hot. Just pull
nowhere.
the trigger, have this dude like what Joe said, have MJF be away for a while, and while he's away, have this dude on a vengeance mission. This dude, Adam Cole, on a vengeance mission, the collision course, whatever. Not only this dude Samoa Joe, but you remember, you still got to remember the Kingdom. You got to worry about them, and
Right.
that's going to build Adam Cole up even more.
Plus,
and then
this is
when MJF come back,
that's a great
when the match will
story,
even
man.
be better.
Yeah, that's a great story
definitely
right
agree
there.
with
It gives Cole.
Close.
It gives. Yeah, while MJF is out, Cole wins the title, gives him a chance to feud with the Kingdom and Roderick Strong, and then MJF comes back. I'm
Yeah,
with that.
it also it makes the story come full circle because the whole thing with the Kingdom, even though they're annoying heels, they keep saying every week like
They're
we
funny
know
heels,
the
though.
real Adam Cole, like we know who he really is, and so it's like that. So in a
Have
way, you
him
could
Is that-
say
They
have
gotta
Cole,
that
build
makes
it
have
towards
Cole
something.
You could also have Cole reunite with the Kingdom as well. That's
Right.
a
Wouldn't that make the Kingdom
possibility
faces,
too.
though?
Hmm?
If the Kingdom is proven to be right, wouldn't that make them faces?
I suppose, but I guess the way I'm working about it is that in a way the Kingdom is telling MJF like straight up like, yo, this dude's gonna turn on you. You know, he's gonna turn on you, but it's like MJF's not listening. No one's listening, which would then make the shock of Cole telling MJF no when MJF asked for a title match that much more shocking to the fans who are invested in the story, I
Right.
guess.
That's true.
No,
True.
no, I hear you. That's just
No,
really good
I like that
storytelling.
storyline,
I'm
too.
with this.
And you
I'm
came up
with
with that
this,
on the
to be
fly,
honest.
though. That was actually pretty impressive. He
That's
came,
And
because
let
I'm
he
not
came
on
with that
Cole.
whole thing on the fly. So
Yeah,
you
don't-
know
don't-
Joe's gonna kill MJF. You
Yeah,
already know.
don't do coke,
He's gonna
kids.
kill him.
Don't do coke.
He ain't winning.
Don't do coke.
Yeah, no.
You know
How is it
Samoa Joe is
possible-
hungry. He's
How is it
hungry.
possible that we're able to come up with these stuff on the fly and we're not getting
I
paid for
wanted-
this shit?
Right.
Because
So
there's
selfish-
too many
selfishly-
mouths in it.
Selfishly, I wanted Joe to be WWE champion so he could say, I'm the
So
first
did
and only
I.
person to be TNA, Ring of Honor, and WWE champion. They didn't
No,
do
but
it.
the funniest
So
Joe
did I.
moment. The funniest joke was when he interrupted.
I think AJ Styles has that spot now, though, don't he?
When he interrupted Jeff Hardy's.
He did get an ROH run, didn't he?
Yeah,
When he
he
left
did.
for New Japan. That's right.
Yeah, I think AJ Styles did that now, not Joe.
No, but for the funniest Joe moment was when he interrupted Jeff Hardy's 20-year celebration, and he said, "This is an AA meeting."
Oh my lord!
Oh my god!
Joe never had any chill. Joe was a fucking killer.
Joe has always been a savage.
My
man.
favorite Joe moment was the Aces and Eights funeral, where they were handing out beers to everybody. He gave a beer to James Storm. He gave a beer to
And he
Mr.
didn't
Anderson.
give one to Kurt Angle.
Oh man, shit. But anyways, y'all pulling up tomorrow?
Yeah, but
I'll see. I'll
Yeah.
try. I'll try.
I'll see.
All right, that sounds amazing. B. You already know the vibes. Thanks for pulling up. We
All
gonna
right.
see tomorrow. Samoa Joe's gonna rep for us fat niggas out there. You already
Yeah,
know
right.
me. Peace out, motherfucker.
Doof.
out.